these and put the names in a minute.
Okay.
I'll do that after the fact.
Nigga Arvin Mitchell in this bitch. St. Louis finest.
I feel like this is an all St. Louis show. I feel like you can't. You on the show,
You know what it is? It's a Midwest show, bro. Hey, Arvin, join the audio.
I unmuted him, so we should be able to hear him now. Okay, he in there. Right. What's up, bro? Oh, my boy didn't close. He didn't cut the hair. You got the little box going on.
Oh yeah, man. I had to do a little something.
Dude, that was good, bro.
What's going on, CP?
Man, you know I can't call it like an alcoholic. You know what I'm saying? Trying to find some normalness in this shit.
Man,
this shit is trash.
Nigga, my fucking haircut. I need my haircut like this nigga Arvin. My shit was crazy.
Hey, I look like homeless.
So check this out.
Last night.
If y'all want to go ahead and throw y'all cash apps on your name, that way people can donate to y'all. Y'all can do that too.
Oh, word.
So if you, I don't know how you do it from the phone, Dave, but I think you could change your screen name on the phone too, because you can definitely do it from the computer. But I'd say, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna be entertaining. We'll give them a little bit.
Look now. Did it work?
Yeah, you on that, CP?
All right, bet.
We got two more possibly popping in. I know Ryan Davis was just live, so he might pull in after. But Jovan supposed to be pulling up. There we go.
Man.
Hey. We got Jasmine in the house. Denaja. Athena, Fun Size. What's up? What's up, Jovan Bibbs? Okay, now he got audio. What's up, Jovan Bibbs?
Oh, what's up, fool? What's up, Tahir Moore?
Hey, you know what I'm saying? We out here, man.
Yes, sir.
So, do all y'all know each other? CP, you know Jovan?
No, I don't know Jovan. What's up, Jovan? I'm CP, bro.
What up, CP, man?
What's going on?
And Jovan and Arvin, do y'all know Dave Helem?
Yeah, I met Dave before.
I know Dave.
Yeah. Chicago, right? Chicago?
Chicago, brother.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? So, for those that don't know,
I think it's all Midwest on the call.
GD to the world blow up, baby.
CP, where you from, man?
I'm from Detroit.
Okay, that's what it is, then, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Is somebody streaming on two things? Because I'm hearing a little echo.
You know what? I should be. Because I know the computer pick up better than the phone. I shouldn't have said nothing because I'm not.
No, it's not me, I don't think.
And I just confused the shit out of me. I'm like, wait, so.
Right. So are you on the computer? Are you signing up on the computer?
Yeah, then I'm allowed off on this because it's better on the computer, right?
Yeah, it's better on the computer for sure.
Okay. Just be patient with me, please.
Tahir, you got some gin over there?
So, oh yeah, bro. I got gin, I got whiskey, I got scotch, I got aged whiskey. I got anything you're looking for real.
You showing off now, nigga.
Yeah,
this is what I got.
Come on, bro. You could have just said you got whiskey. You ain't have to say it was aged.
Hey, because it's a difference. You want some Jack? I got Jack. But if you want something that's gonna like hit a little different, I got that too.
Tell these niggas to hear. They be wanting that brand new, not even 18 years old R. Kelly whiskey. You know what I'm saying? I want a grown,
version of
thick-ass whiskey.
They get your butt down in the basement whiskey.
Man.
Oh,
you ain't coming up out this house whiskey.
That's everybody go to bed right now. They be like, it's 4 o'clock. I'm like, go to bed. Me and your mama got to talk.
Yeah.
I've been hanging with the white folks, and they give you 40 ounces in cans. So
damn.
Yeah,
I got a growler.
They got a nigger friend kit in their basement. They couldn't wait to get at one of their black friends. Dave's coming over. Go get my 40-ounce cans. It's gonna be great. He's gonna love this. I fucking told you.
It's a raspberry beer, nigga.
I guarantee they must say made in Nebraska. That's what all the white people are in Nebraska.
It's called Dog Ate My Homework.
Nah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I ain't never heard that before.
The nigga can't even say that shit smooth. Baby, go in the refrigerator to give me them dog in my homeworks and bring me some chips.
I'm bringing you a water.
That's hilarious.
Dog ate my home. I'm saying, what is it a good taste? Is it sweet or what is it?
It's a blackberry saison. I don't know what the fuck that means, but
Hey,
it's 7.1%, and by the time we get done, I'm gonna be a little.
Hey, that's your computer.
Hey, shout out to Bellissimi. I think that's what it is. She just donated 25, and she said, "CP, you need to bring Reggie Bo next time."
I got a Reggie Bo right here. Tell her she need to get one of these shirts.
Tell them about the shirt.
So yeah, thank you, Tahir. I'll take it from here. So this shirt is this is a recreation of the Carter 3 Lil Wayne cover with Reggie Bo as a baby. It's a classic design. I had a young artist do this.
There's still an echo going on, CP.
I hear it, yeah.
Definitely come from over here.
Hold on. Hey, everybody mute they shit. Let's
hold on, wait. I'm gonna mute CP first. All right, keep going. Somebody say something.
Say something.
Yo.
Do we still hear it?
I don't hear it no more.
That last one could have been me.
Okay.
I just transferred.
Who is the mole in this motherfucker?
Hey, when somebody say it could have been, that means it was them. It was you. It was definitely you, Arvin.
That's how niggas be when they farted. You know what? I ain't gonna say I didn't fart. When did y'all smell it? Because I tell you,
that was my daddy.
Stole it. It was you. We got your camera. We set you up.
Hey, CP, you gonna be all right throughout this pandemic. You always ready. He doing crowd work on a Zoom.
Hey,
I never even looked at it like that. Arvin, thank you. I'm putting that on my resume.
Nice.
Crowd work on a Zoom. Nigga, I played while the Titanic was going down.
Hey, CP, you were telling them about the shirt. You said it's a recreation of the Carter 3.
Yeah, just a recreation of the Carter 3. I like doing fun stuff with Reggie, like putting them in, in different pictures and images that are iconic that we know. So I did one of the Chronic, where I thought it was dope, put Reggie Bo's face in there, and that's dope. And I got a new puppet. Puppet, bro. Some new shit, bro.
Is he black?
Are you gonna debut him? Are you gonna debut him tonight though? That's what the people want to know.
God damn it! I'm finna debut him right now. Oh shit! Ah! All right. So look, this guy right here, he represents. He is how I imagine these people in these comments be nitpicking about stuff. Hold on, let me show you what this dude is.
It better be a white woman.
No, he black.
Okay. Still.
Hold on.
Niggas say still.
All right. Look at all you niggas right here. Do you niggas work? Do you niggas have jobs? Are you niggas adding to the economy?
What's your name, bro?
My name is Lionel. I have 2 degrees or whatever.
From where?
What do you mean from where? From the best colleges in my land. ITT Technical, master's program.
Good for yourself.
I'm an electrician. I don't smoke weed.
You only had missionary sex?
I treat ladies very well.
Hey, just the way his eyebrows are, look like he finna talk shit.
Yeah.
He look like a dick.
Yeah, wow. Well, very mature fellas or whatever. You guys like to down people, huh?
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Oh shit!
There. I'd like to talk to you, young black fella. I'm trying to get to the bottom of this police brutality.
Whoa. Well, I'll tell you what the problem is. You guys think everybody is a thug. I went to ITT Technical. Graduated 15th in my class. Whoa. Let me tell you something. You think you can just crawl your ass off the $100 bill and come out here and start talking things to people?
$100 bill?
Yeah.
No. See, the reason why my people beat your people, we ran out of punching bags at the MMA gym. So we're kind of just practicing on you.
I tell you what. The reason why you beat my people is because you already wasn't offering nobody a fair rematch.
All right.
Try it now. Try to beat my people now.
Okay.
People like Terry Crews. Terry Crews. Beat Terry Crews.
Beat Terry Crews?
If you beat Terry Crews, then I'll believe you. If you beat Terry Crews, then there it is then. Beat Terry Crews. Beat the Rock. Beat the Rock. Whoop the Rock.
Wait, do we have the Rock?
Make the Rock. Make the Rock.
We got like 35% of the Rock.
I feel like the Rock. I feel like the Rock ain't gonna claim us.
We do.
The Rock. And you don't have Terry Crews either, because remember when my son grabbed his package? He didn't do a thing. He didn't make that joke.
Hey,
yo,
white guys and touching other guys' dicks. What is that about? What is that about? Touching other guys' dicks. I don't understand that.
Well,
I don't understand that at all. Touching other guys' dicks, I don't get that.
It looked like there was a snake moving in his pants.
You make me sick.
This got weird. This got weird.
It made a left.
That's
what my son told me.
You got to clear it up real quick. I know that's what my son said.
It really is what happened. I called my friend Obama and he goes, well,
don't you do that. Don't you do that. Don't you bring Obama into this. Don't you do that.
Well,
he just said, don't you do it. Hey, I won't do it.
Hey,
this is the first time I've ever had somebody bring out a puppet, and it is the first time for sure 2 people have brought out a puppet. I had no idea. I had no idea it was gonna get to this part right here.
Arvin pulled a puppet. I'm talking about like
wearing that glasses and hat combination as if you're the main character in an R&B music video.
Oh man. Left my baby girl a message.
What you doing? My name is Mr. Ralph. I'm here to pick up your mother. Tell your mother Mr. Ralph is outside.
And it is one of them hats where it when I had them polite hats, you gotta take it off. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Tahir, I fuck with your hat game, bro. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna be with you in solidarity. Okay.
Somebody said that I came here on a horse and carriage because of this hat.
Hey, look for real.
You look like you're delivering newspapers.
Guess what? And the horse has freckles.
Damn. Hey, that's the same hat. That's the same hat Danny Glover had on in color purple when he
Javon, you kiss my entire ass.
That's funny or whatever.
Oh man.
That's a hate nigga. That's okay, Dave. Let's go, Dave. We brimmed out with
Well. Give it up for Detective Dave. Detective Dave is here to ask you a couple of questions about where you were last week.
Right.
Detective Dave.
Go get your hat. Hat pop off.
Hey man, it's TV money. Fuck y'all. Okay. This is mine.
Hey, listen. Arvin, you gotta show on the what is it? The Chinese joke.
Man, that's
my favorite joke in the world. When you watch Chinese movies.
That's so fucking creative. Like I'm saying, like Arvin, the first person I ever in my life. Hey, you know what?
I gotta see it.
Hey, we're gonna talk comedy on here though, right?
Yeah, we're gonna talk everything.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. That Bruce
CP,
Lee.
I like that puppet though.
Thank you, my nigga. Yeah, he's new, man. I'm doing something new with him, bro.
That's dope, CP, for real.
Thank you, bro. Anyway, wait. So the Bruce Lee shit.
Dude.
Arvin, please,
look, just a little bit of it.
Please, bro.
Look, you see him behind me, right?
Right.
My sister bought me that poster when I was like 19. Then one of my partners just mailed me this.
That's dope. That's real dope.
This the Enter the Dragon poster. So I grew up with this. I didn't know that they was really like, I didn't know they was dubbing the movies. So I used to watch them real close. Like, man, so I used to talk back to the TV. Hey, you want to fight? Huh? So I started going to school doing it. And the teachers used to make me do it in front of the class. So when I became a comedian, it was easy. So
Wait a
that's
minute.
when I do the
Wait. I thought my Zoom just fucked up.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. That's how good it is, CP.
No, that shit looked at like I was like, oh, here go my Wi-Fi fucking up again.
It's like a 2 or 3 second delay, bro.
Yeah.
Yo.
I'm talking about, or in real life though, like you look at it in real life and it's like that. Like
You know
like,
what I'm like? I can't do it.
He said, I can't do it. Nah, but that was like I ain't even realize I was practicing when I was like a teenager when I was doing it. So when I started doing stand-up, I was like, let me take this out the toolbox and add it to, you know,
that's
what
crazy.
I'm doing. And, like, I think we should have been having a conversation this long time ago because I can learn so much from y'all. Remember when you used to get put on punishment as a kid?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know if y'all mom loved y'all enough to put y'all on punishment, but my mom used to put me on punishment. I used to practice faces and stuff in the mirror, and I did not know that I could add all this to my comedy. And it just, you know, it just developed into an act. And like Kenny Howe told me a long time ago, man, he like, every joke is a bit. That's what I learned from watching, not just you, Jovan, but you too, Tahir. When I see you milk a bit and you don't get out of it, you just keep smashing it. I'm like, he going to work. He going to work. But it's so hard to stay in the bit, man, when I used to go to the Comedy Union and see Tahir and see him, like we'd go in the green room, we'd talk backstage and we'd be talking about me and nerves and all that. He'd be trying to stay in the bit as long as he could. And I think this was you or Jovan I had this conversation with, or Princeton. I used to talk about how I want to write backwards. I want to start with my dopest shit. And I tried it one night and killed him. But I couldn't follow me. I tried to say, I'm gonna do the coldest shit that I could do. And I did the Kung Fu, and people was like, hey, do it again, cuz, do it again. I did it again. Then I did Ice Cube, and I was doing all my impressions. I started stuff. But then I couldn't follow it with jokes because I did the best of the best first. And I couldn't back out of it. But when I was beating myself up when I got in the car. But by the time I got home, I was like, I tried it.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
See, I like how y'all have positive origin stories. Like, I used to do impressions in high school. The teacher, nigga, I got divorced. And I was like, I'm sad. So let me try to tap into some happy shit. So hearing your story about you in high school doing impressions, nigga, that's amazing. Cause that's a positive place of joy that shit started out of. And
yeah, well, it dips and turns. That's just a part of the story. Because I was telling jokes in the penitentiary too.
I got to say, I can't wait till Arvin tells his full story or writes his book, because the stories he used to tell me about jail and how you like. Because I always felt like, I remember in middle school, I was about to get in a fight, and I started roasting the dude that I was about to fight. Like we're face to face, like. And I started roasting him, but like playfully roasting him. I was like, nigga, you know, if you hit me too hard, my mama gonna sue your mama. And like stuff like that. And the whole class, so we were about to do it in the class. And the whole class fell out, and he even broke into laughing, and we didn't even end up fighting, and we became best friends later in life. Well, actually, after that, we became best friends off of that one thing. But it was so crazy how powerful comedy is to be able to do that.
It's powerful.
I don't know if none of y'all smoke weed.
That's a big ass blunt, nigga.
But I just sneezed in the middle of a hit. I call that a full moon. Happen every now and then. But when you get one, god damn.
Yeah,
Continue. I just wanted to say that. I just saw this video of this nigga Boosie talk about how he was like bringing niggas joy in jail. Nigga had bitches coming up to the jail, and he said bitches. I don't know if their name was Beatrice, and he called them bitch for short. So I'm quoting him. So I don't want women. Why women gotta be bitches? Like if it was one woman, I think he would have said her name. Like I used to have Beverly come up to the jail. You know what I'm saying? But I think it was a group of bitches. But
a gaggle.
Beverly.
That's dope though. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, man. I feel like being a young black male. Tell me if y'all niggas feel like this. Being a young black man. When I look at movies like Prison and some shit like that, it damn near make me feel like it's a strong possibility that I see that in my life.
No, not me. Not me. I don't.
Not me.
Yeah, I don't feel that way.
That shit be like, man, dog, this prison shit is, I don't know. That shit just be making me feel that way. Like, dog, I don't want to do shit I can go to prison for, but I just feel like they make it seem so normalized. I'm gonna tell you what else made me feel that way. When I see shit about the army, I be like, man, that's weird. Like, almost like in another life, I was like in the army or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, you remember the recruiters used to come to our school?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So my partner signed up, right? We agreed we was gonna sign up together. And man, I love this dude. We was taking a law enforcement class together. And my best friend Rob, he a cop right now, K9, right? My partner LeGrand, when he lost his legs.
Oh shit.
And my other partner said, he said, I thought you said you was gonna go. I said, man, I did sign up. He's like, why would you say you was gonna sign up and don't sign up? Like this is we was at a coming of age stage. I said, I did sign up. I went and everything, and I got kicked out. The dude,
what?
Said, you lying. He said, I said, I'm flat-footed. They still took me, right? The dude, I don't know if he's the sergeant, the recruiter, or whatever. Whoever took me in said, I play too much.
Hey.
Oh, yeah. See, okay. Yeah. I would have got expelled. You know what I'm saying? I'd have been right back at my mom. What the fuck you doing back here? Man,
when I tell you, Arvin, I believe that recruiter.
Absolutely.
I'm sure. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna give my Arvin story, and this is light. This is very light. What I'm gonna give y'all, CP, Dave. Have y'all ever been around Arvin, like on a regular, just be hanging out with Arvin?
I've never.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you, Arvin like a brother to me. He like actually started comedy like at his room. That was my like very first time on a paid show or whatever. But
what room was that?
Blueberry Hill.
Okay.
Yeah, Blueberry Hill, St. Louis. But yeah, man. So okay, this happened, man. I was in LA with Arvin. I was in LA. Was with Arvin.
Not that story, man.
No, bro. Come on, man. No, man. Get out of here.
Look, but before you say anything, it was a reason I did that, man.
No, bro. I don't even know what you think I'm finna tell.
I know what you finna tell.
Okay, so look.
Damn, Arvin, what you think is a reason, man? Them motherfucking kids was looking at me.
Right. And look, it was an old man sitting in his car. He got his arm on his window like this. Like, picture you in your own car and you in front of a Walmart and your elbow is on the window hanging out like this. Your elbow is hanging out the window, off your windowsill. We all walking past. Arvin is in front of me. Arvin walked past the old man towards the door. His elbow like this. This what Arvin did to the man's elbow. Arvin don't know this man from nobody on the street. Took his whole hand and said, and pinched this man's elbow, dog. So I'm behind Arvin. At this point, the old man a little pissed off. So I'm trying not to laugh. I'm sweating. I'm like, oh my God. Arvin keep walking. And Arvin looked back, man. That old man was pissed off I'm talking about this dude was pissed off like a mud. So at this point, I'm just saying the fact that this man, to this day, I remember the look on that man's face. If I saw that man today, I'll be able to tell you, oh yeah, my bad, man. My bad on what he did to you. Like, I will remember his face because I remember how he looked at me and how he was looking at, oh, that dude was pissed. He'll kill you right now, Arvin. I know he remembered that.
But see, Arvin probably froze that nigga up. He didn't know what to do because he do that to your elbow. You get out the car, he'll fuck around and scoop your knee. And you know what I'm saying? Like tickle you in the back of your nigga. What the fuck wrong with this little nigga?
I don't even remember that story, Jovan. But I thought you was about to talk about when we jumped out on dude, man.
That's the one. That's the one I thought you was gonna tell, Jovan. Tell that one.
I didn't want to say it because I didn't want to say it because I don't know. Like, okay, I can tell it.
Okay.
Okay, so look, this what happened. Can I say that? I can't say the name, can I?
I don't care.
Okay.
What are you gonna do? Come over here during the quarantine and fight me?
He might cough on your door handle or something. I don't know. But look, I'm saying. So
hey, this story, this story's so crazy, but this is so Arvin. Like, just so Arvin. Go ahead, Jay.
100%. This is some Arvin shit. So we were in LA. Arvin had a roommate. Arvin's roommate went on a date with a chick. We were driving down the street. We just happened to see his roommate walk into a car with his chick. We just happened, just out of nowhere. We just happened to see. He's like, that's my roommate. So it was me, Arvin, two other comics. It was DeAndre and Corman. We all in the car. We in a rental car. So Arvin, like, his roommate named Todd. Arvin was like, hey man, we gonna pull around. Let's follow them. Let's act like we gonna carjack them. There's some stupid shit, I know. So anyway, I know, CP, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
Arvin played too much.
I know.
Now, wait a minute.
Play too much. Yeah,
wait a minute, Dave. Wait a minute. Before he say, can I edit the story and just tell y'all why I did it before he get to the end, or y'all just gonna let him finish?
We can edit it right now.
I want to hear the Cliff Notes. Come on, I gotta hear the director's cut.
So Todd kept saying he ain't had the money for bills and the rent, right? He ain't have his portion, right? And we had got into it a couple of times. So we did a fundraiser. Remember, Jovan? We did a comedy fundraiser. We raised money and we gave the money to do. So he had the pot. So now he taking this chick out to a Tacarra Williams concert. Now finish telling the story.
Okay. So we see him get in the car and he don't know we around. So we followed him. But I guess he had ended his date. So what he was doing was going to drop the chick off. So we following him. Like, he don't know we following him. He pull up in front of the chick, in front of her apartment or whatever. Like, he in a little parking space, right behind the car. And so we pulled up behind him. Arvin, you had pulled your skull cap down over your face.
Had a hoodie on.
He had a hoodie on. I might have pulled some down over my face. This so stupid. I wouldn't do this shit now. I'm saying we were young and dumb. I'm gonna tell you that right now. And plus, we knew he wasn't gonna do nothing. So anyway, we get out the car. At this point, the brights on, Corman driving. Got the car right behind their car. And so we get out the car. Arvin was like, The girl getting out. She was getting ready to get out. And my thought is he was gonna leave her. But so as soon as he said, dude, whoever was driving this car stomped on the gas so hard, bow, hit our car, and they drove off. Okay, so they drove off. They was gone.
No, he left his chick.
Man, he left her. Hey, man, he left her. He left her. It wasn't no, they was gonna have a second date after that. We fucked it up for him. They wasn't, after that, that was it. She was like, nigga, you left me. He left her. But she was in front of her house, so I guess.
But wait.
You bitch, come in the house. These niggas trying to kill me. Fuck wrong with you? You want some special treatment? Bitch, I'm gone.
Right.
Wait, one more thing. The reason why we was all together, we just finished doing a comedy show, and he was supposed to be on it, and he stood us up too. So he was supposed to be with us. So then he pulled off, and then did he call me or I call him?
You call him. Oh man, see now this how see the like y'all know how niggas are kind of like make the story a little bit worse than what it was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Jovan said, "Don't call him."
I'm like, come on, man, because Arvin called him like literally like a little bit afterwards. So when he called dude, he was like, Arvin called him. He was like, yeah, this how he answered. The dude answered the phone. He's like, yeah, man, I just almost got fucking jacked. And we in the car like sniggering. We like, oh man. He was like, yeah, man. So he's like, I even had to put on my whoop ass shirt. When he said that, I was like, I ain't never heard a motherfucker say they had a. I don't even have one of those. A whoop ass shirt.
But he lying though, right?
Bro,
This nigga got a uniform.
Hey, Dave, this when the lie come in. He straight say, yeah, you know he said they got the helicopters out. Man, we outside. We ain't seen not one helicopter. We like, come on.
CP, he said the helicopters came out, man.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. We got to sit here and drop the bullshit and act like when you get a chance to tell your boys a story that you think they'll know nothing about, God damn it, this shit finna become a movie. And we got to stop acting like that ain't the normal thing to do. It's like, nigga, if you wasn't there, guess what else happened, bitch? I was dancing with some little seals and shit. And they was like, get off them seals, sir.
I can ride kick the
on them seals.
Like, help!
I said, bitch, leave me alone. And I ran like, everybody was ducking. I started busting. Nigga, I just made it home. Nigga, you wasn't there. You gotta take this lie, nigga. You know how what time it is.
Right. You definitely gotta take the lie. I'm saying, because I'm
fucking lie, nigga. Fresh off the pot.
But
fresh lie.
Later on,
man.
Like later on,
y'all should let him live in that, man. Let him create. Like what else?
We did because we didn't like call him out. I think later on in life, Arvin told him that was us that did it. And I think he was still pissed off at Arvin. But like, I want to know, like, where can you look for a whoop ass shirt online? Like, do they got a rack at Macy's for them? Like, I ain't never seen one.
But I laughed so hard, man. It wasn't much later on in life because I called him and told him again. I called him back and I was like, "Man, you good?" He was like, "Yeah, I'm straight. This and that and that and this." And he was like, I said, "Man, what really, like what happened?" He said it was a burgundy car and this and that. And he was like, "Wait a minute, you got a burgundy car?" I said, "Look, man, I wasn't in my car that night, but it was me." And he said, "Nigga, what's wrong with you?"
Hey,
he said, "I'm through dealing with you. Don't." He made it sound like a breakup. He was like, "Don't call me no more."
That shit was funny, bro.
Wait a minute, though.
So
Wait a
mad.
minute. Oh, y'all should have been like, "Damn, Todd, did they get the rent money?" He'd be like, "Man, yeah, they got the rent money."
Oh yeah, you know they're gonna say that. They got my whole goddamn savings.
They took everything. These guys, man, it's like they knew where to go.
Yo,
I love making niggas lie, man. Like listening to niggas lies is hilarious to me.
Wait a minute, let me tell you the rest of the end of the story was.
Arvin, hold on. What's your Cash App, bro? They asking for your Cash App in the comments.
Oh, I can make some money.
Yeah, shout out to my somebody named Guy just sent me $20.
Yeah, Guy sent me 22. Shout out to Guy.
What'd you say? Well, shit, I got stories for days. Let me.
Hold on, I want to get a little bit from everybody. I want to get a crazy story from Dave, crazy story from CP, crazy story from Jovan. I just want the people like to get familiar with y'all because I plan on doing this Monday through Thursday every night from 9 to 11. So I'm gonna be switching people in and out and just trying to help the homies out and also like just get people familiar with people that they might not be able to get in front of the eyes of immediately. So
right on. My Cash App is $Arvin Mitchell, ARVIN.
Change it on your computer, Arvin.
Oh, okay. All right.
Take your mouse and put your click on where it says full play. Oh, okay.
I appreciate it, man.
Hey, Arvin. So Arvin randomly moved to Utah to work with this troupe, and he's creating content. Now, when Arvin left, Arvin didn't know nothing about electronics, guys. I'm talking about like Arvin has probably gone through no exaggeration, at least 8 iPhones in the last 2.5 years. Right now, he's up there with the white folks creating content. He's Zoom calling me, FaceTiming me, sending me requests and invoices and everything. I'm like, oh, you Bill Gates with the shit now.
Hey,
Arvin got an eagle and shit. He up there like, man, I got 2 falcons. Hey, shout out to Dominique Jenkins. I just got that $10, baby. I appreciate you.
Hey, let me say this before we finish that part of the story with dude, man, because he was a real friend. Starting off, I had a 1-bedroom and I put up a door to the living room and turned it into a 2-bedroom. And I was on tour a lot, right? And the dude could cook, but he was messy as hell and he treated the apartment like a frat house. So when we go out to do comedy, I sit him down like, look, man, I buy him a beer. Let's chop it up. The house messy. I feel like, and then he said, well, I feel like this because I cook and you don't. And like, look, man, just clean up after yourself. I've been gone for 2 months. We ain't in a relationship. I come home off tour after being gone for about a month. Dishes just piled in the sink. I take all the dishes, throw them away. He moved out the next day. I see him at the Comedy Store. Belly room. I look across the room and see him. I look away, turn back. Dude, gone. And I was glad because I would have hated to fight that dude over a gravy ladle. Because you can't explain that to security, the cops, nobody. And then we was fighting over some dishes.
You lucky he left. Because on Call of Duty, when you look at a motherfucker and then you look away and you look up, they be right here. Like, nigga, I saw you see me.
Remember you scared me? I think he had to get his shirt though, Jovan.
You said, yeah, I got to find what he said them shirts at, man. I don't want to get up to my ass whooped.
That was funny.
So Dave Helem. Dave is from Chicago. Very funny comedian, has a couple comedy shows going. Dope ass comedy show in Chicago. Also has one out here. Dave, you had an interesting start too. You were a teacher as well, right?
Hell yeah, man. I was a teacher. trying to burn both ends of the candle, but you can't really do that shit as an educator. Like I went to Morehouse. I thought I was gonna motivate these kids come back to Chicago. Like I'm gonna be the nigga that these kids need, and these niggas would just flame me every day because
flaming you.
Nigga, these niggas was still like I would buy these niggas cologne. They would stink. So I would buy them cologne. You know when a nigga be musky, but you don't want to come out, you be like, Jerome, come here. And then you just hit him with like a couple sprays. And you
your students, dog.
Oh yeah, I roast your ass too, because you don't look like you look like all your cologne smell like drinks. I'd be like, bourbon ass cologne, this nigga wearing with all these big ass hats on. Nigga don't spray me. I roast the shit out of teacher. Go ahead, though. I'm sorry.
But then you in Chicago too, though. So
I'm in Chicago, man, and these niggas were like, they would steal my laptop, like they with the oranges. I remember one time I was teaching geometry, and then somebody was like, "Shut your loose booty ass up," and I was like, "Nigga, who moose booty?" I want to fight these niggas, bro. Like for real, I wanted to put hands on these niggas, but I'm still doing comedy. So like everybody had a 9 to 5 at some point. Like I don't do this shit no more. I do comedy, like I write and shit. But before then, I was teaching every day and drinking. Like I always do. CP, you know how I get down. So I come to school just like fresh off of jokes and notes on a Wednesday night. Then I would go to like the casino and at the Horseshoe or some shit, and then come to the class. He's like, "Nigga, you smell like my daddy. Like you stink." Right? So I would have to fill up these hours of time when I couldn't be teaching because I'm hungover and shit. And we'll play this game. We'll play this game because the kids will roast each other, man. And I was like, all right, y'all niggas are like some real geniuses with the roasting shit. Oh, so man. I was like, all right, we not doing no.
You loose booty.
You say loose or moose?
Nigga, loose.
Like loose, I thought you said moose.
Loose worse than
no nigga loose. Like I'm getting raped.
Like, worse than moose.
Like they coming for me, nigga. Right?
Oh man, dog, that is rich.
That's rich.
Kids be missing their calling, man. That is rich.
I forgot about that shit until one of the kids tweeted at me. He was like, "Remember?" He was like, "What up, Helem? Remember we used to call you loose booty back in the day?" I was like, "Nigga, blocked."
Right,
blocked.
Oh man, dog.
Dude, they loose booty.
That's only good when it comes to a woman.
Old ass man, dog.
Oh man,
I hated teaching, man. I taught 7th grade science for 3 years, and I was just like, man, I ain't never doing this shit again. You have to want, like that has to be your passion. You can't teach.
Nigga, I was getting the goddamn check, and them kids knew that shit. And like, it got to a point one day, I couldn't do it no more. I said, fuck it. We're gonna play a game today. Y'all down to play it? They were like, yeah, what up? So the game was secret roast. And the game, this is a true story, where I would give the kids index cards and I would let the kids roast each other on the cards, right? So I would like give them like 2 minutes to come up with like the coldest roast about another kid that was in the room, but they can't name the kid. They can only describe what's fucked up about another student, and they got to write it down. And then I come collect all the cards in the stack, and I read them out loud one by one. And the kids got to yell out the name of the person they think is being described on the card. So the card might say something like, you know, she smelled like catfish every motherfucking day. And the kids be like, nigga, that's Keisha. That's Keisha. That bitch stank. You know, and we laugh. It's a good time, right? So I guess I got suspended for doing this because this is not legal in any classroom anyway, right? So, but that's not why I got suspended. I got suspended because I had a kid that was in a wheelchair. He was a nice little boy. And I didn't tell the other kids not to roast this nigga because to me, you don't roast kids in wheelchairs. But I forgot these niggas in Chicago on the west side don't have souls, right? So I read a card out loud and I didn't understand what the fuck it was saying. And the card said, quote unquote, this nigga looked like a half transformer, right? It said he looked like a half transformer. So my cousin, I didn't know what the fuck that meant. I'm like a half transformer.
That's so fucked up as a teacher, bro. You might as well start a fight club in that bitch.
Right.
All right, look, the last 10 minutes of class, we gonna scrap like a bitch.
Call me Michael Vick, nigga.
What up, Ryan?
Like, for real.
What up,
oh, shit.
Nigga, you missed some good ass.
Hey man, my live
and
my
now
live
I
was
work
jumping,
with this,
bro. My live was jumping. I couldn't get off.
Hey, Ryan.
What up?
I don't know who that crazy chick was on your live, man, but she had some nice lips, bro.
Bruh, nigga. Oh my God, her lips was perfect. She was so crazy though, nigga.
I can tell.
Man, what's crazy though?
But hold on, Dave was in the middle of a story. We gonna get back to her because
Okay.
Wait. Let me catch Ryan up real quick. All right, so Dave was a teacher at school. The kids used to tease him and call him loose booty. So when he was at the So in order to get the heat off of himself, he decided to create this gauntlet of self-esteem for his class, right? Where he let them write roast on a card, and he would read the card, and everybody would have to guess who the roast is. Now, this is efficient for two things. Number one, it makes a roast funny to have somebody else read it. But number two, if a kid yelled out the wrong person, then you just roasted that person too. It's fucking genius.
Right.
It's fucking genius. And you wasted it on a high school class. Anyway, Dave, listen, bro. I love you, man. They should have fired you. You fired. That's what happens. The nigga in the wheelchair, half transformer, huh? Wait till I tell my mama, bitch. Half transformer.
Wait a minute.
Hey, somebody called the dude in the wheelchair a half transformer?
Well, somebody called a kid in his class that's in the wheelchair a half
No,
transformer.
but I didn't know what the fuck they was talking about. I'm like, nigga, who the fuck is a half transformer? And then I made eye contact with the nigga in the wheelchair, and I'm like, nigga, that's
So then Dave
funny.
had to go to Mr. Clark's office and talk to him about how he's treating the kids. You know what I'm saying? And
that's why I kicked them bastards out, and that's all I got to say.
Used to call me Crazy Joe, now to call me
Call me back, baby.
Nigga. Hey, that was
a
story, Dave.
I don't miss that shit, man. Like I don't miss going back to the classroom. I don't give a fuck.
They don't miss you either.
Right. You know how much
I ain't never
destroyed?
Nigga, oh man.
Real quick.
Dave Helem was the first days.
Real quick, I know everybody knows Ryan Davis. He doesn't need much of an introduction, but Ryan, if you want to go ahead and throw your Cash App in your name box so people can bless you while we out here.
Somebody just donated $10 to
shout out to Nareev. He sent me a little something. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you so much on that one. Y'all can donate in the super chat. Real quick. Hold on, CP. Hold on 1 second. Somebody got mad feedback. I don't know who did it.
Somebody got the computer on and they phone on.
What am I saying?
Okay, so the super chat is cool, guys. I don't get that money immediately. It goes to Google account. It comes out like monthly, but I split those funds with my producers that create my show. Film my shows. If you want to donate to people directly, please shoot them something on the Cash App. It'd be greatly appreciated. That way they get the money immediately and they can put that toward whatever they need to put it toward. So we appreciate that. Dave, I think Dave was almost finished, but before he goes on, I would love for Ryan Davis after Dave to tell us about how famous you are. Like you're not shut the club. Like you're not shut the club down. Famous,
nigga, listen.
But wait, Ryan, wait. After Dave is finished, but I want you to go with that one.
I ain't got shit else to say, nigga. I'm just letting y'all know that I don't care how broke I am out here in LA, nigga. I ain't never going back to the classroom. I will say I will become Mr. Loose before I go back to them kids, nigga. I'm not going back to the streets of Chicago. Fuck it. I'm good. That's my story.
Did you just say I would become Mr. Loose Booty?
I let it go. I heard it, but I let it go.
Hey, man.
That shit really got to you that night, Dave. You had went home and you was thinking about that shit. You was watching the game like, who the fuck these kids think they talking to? My booty ain't loose. You probably nigga was in the mirror like,
my booty ain't loose. Fuck these niggas. Like, no.
Tahir stupid. Hey, Tahir, he was looking back at it. Let me see.
Booty ain't loose.
This motherfucker ain't that loose. It ain't that
loose.
Man. Like what they said.
No.
Ryan, that's my favorite joke that you do, man. How famous you are.
Yeah.
That shit is so great. Because people like from the internet, you really are a celebrity. Like it's different. The difference is like a celebrity like Denzel Washington, people are timid to go up to him and shake his hand and ask for a picture. But when it's internet fame, they feel so comfortable coming up to you.
They think they know you because you in their phone every day. They feel like they know you. And if you've answered one of their comments before, then they feel like they've talked to you before. So why can't they talk to you when they see you out? But my joint is I'm not for real famous. Now I'm famous. Like people stop me and ask for pictures and shit, but I'm like kind of famous. Like I don't shut down the club or shut down the mall and no shit like that. You know, I just get into everywhere for free. And niggas love to buy me drinks. Like that's my level of fame. Like I'm a bad bitch pretty much. Like I get in for free and niggas want to buy me drinks. That's my level of fame. And it's a struggle for me because I find myself competing with women at the bar. Like I'll go in the club and I'll be like, hey sweetheart, how you doing? She'll be like, ew. We're like, ew. I'm the baddest bitch in here. I don't know what the fuck your problem is. Your nigga gonna buy me a drink. Why? And then sure enough, dude come over. Hey, ain't you the dude from Facebook? What you drinking? I'll be like, told you, bitch. I know.
Hey, where's Dave Helem at? Because they asked him for his cash app, and somebody asked, was it loose booty? I wouldn't even.
Easy.
Hey, man, y'all know shit.
For the guy, somebody in the comments just said that.
I lose booty. How do I?
I'm in the comments right now fighting niggas.
Hey, shout out to Narav Karan. I just got $10 for the week. Appreciate you, bro. Because you know, shit, I be getting my little apes. Shit. Anyway, Ryan, that's fucking hilarious. Because I feel you. I'm not as famous as you are, but you know, it be certain shit.
You work more than I do, though. That's the thing about the general public. These niggas praise niggas that's just popular and don't work. All the niggas is getting all the work. They be like, that nigga ain't nobody. You're like, what are you talking about? If I need a job, I gotta go to that nigga.
CP be working, bro.
Right. Like, if I get on TV, it'll be because of CP, nigga. It won't be because all the way around.
Guys. I like making money, and I wanted to get there first. If I got famous, that's fine. But whatever. I'm not. That's neither here nor there. Weed is what I need. We on quarantine. Donate to me because I would like it, and I'll shout you out. Anyway, there's $10 on my screen. Tahir, do you see that $10?
Yeah. So
okay, make it sure.
The $10 on that, I don't like.
I know. That go to come out on like. Yeah, I get that. Yeah. All right.
Arvin, you trying to get on? You trying to get in on something else? What Arvin doing?
What is that?
I don't know what he do. I don't know why he wants two devices up.
Arvin's
he getting choppy.
Now he's just showing off. Now he's just showing off. So he got multiple phones.
Right.
Arvin, you choppy, bro. You looking like somebody in the past fucking up your story, and they're gonna make you disappear. There you go.
Hey, CP. I think we should write premises and you do the rest. You funny.
Thank you, man. Thank you, bro. Hey,
I'm serious, dude.
That's an excellent segue, Arvin. I want to tell my story. I didn't get a chance to tell a story.
Let's go, see.
I don't want to have to ask to tell it. I mean, I would like somebody.
Okay, I got you. All right, so we know a little bit about Dave. We know about Ryan Davis.
Hold up.
Got a little bit of Arvin.
Hold up, here. Do it again. I'm acting like I'm not even listening, and then I'm gonna come in with it so natural. Watch how I do it. Watch how I do though. I'm gonna comment.
So we just got something from Ryan Davis. We heard about Dave Helem and his teaching career, and we heard a little bit about Arvin. Let's go to CP. CP, if you wouldn't mind, you from Detroit. What was it like? You know, give us something crazy from Detroit, a crazy story on stage, something.
Hi. Okay. I'll just jump right in. So I'm from Detroit, right? In Detroit, we had this thing called the North American International Auto Show, right? It's the biggest auto show in the country, right? Only fitting to be in most. Now, me and my dad have a tradition that we're gonna go every year, no matter what, right?
Hold on, wait.
It's an echo.
We got to figure out where that echo's coming from.
I'm pretty sure.
All right, everybody mute.
Wait. I just muted Arvin, so everybody keep talking.
Yeah.
All right, so look, you had to go to the auto show.
Okay, wait a second, CP. So Arvin, it's your phone, bro. Like, I don't know if it's the room that you're in or something, but the echo's coming from on your side. Do you have you got your AirPods? Can you put your AirPods in? Because that should cut down on the echo.
I was just muted, so I'm muting it back. I don't have my wait a minute. I got my headphones.
Yeah.
But they're not AirPods.
It don't matter. It's okay.
Okay, I'm back on.
Okay.
But I'm on mute, okay?
No,
should I mute?
No, I took the mute out. Once you plug the earphones in, that should stop the
oh, okay.
echo.
All right.
All right, there we go. It seems like we're good. I'm sorry, CP. You want me?
Yes, I have a couple things to say. First of all, shout out to DJ Lee for the $5. Shout out to Ryan Davis. You're an asshole for the $10.
I like money too.
Shout out to Elijah Rushing for the $1. And shout out to Wincy Ford for the $10. I really appreciate that because, like I said, I need some weed. So anyway, North American International Auto Show. Every year, me and my dad go. We went through a patch where we was broke as fuck, like on the bus, right? Now, mind you, the International Auto Show is in January in Detroit. Detroit is where Snow lives at. Like,
why?
Snow go to the D for the summer. Like, I'm gonna go to Detroit, chill for the summertime. You know, that's how it's snowing in Detroit this week. It's May, so understand that. Now, swear to God, no bullshit, no bullshit. So we get down there. The snow is up to my waist, right? It's not that it's normally like super high. I'm abnormally short at this point in my life. So like the snow is up to my waist, right? Snow is we got like 1.5 feet of snow, right? I was 3 feet tall. So
so this was last year.
Yeah. This was 2 months ago. This was 2 months ago. You're a funny guy.
Bro, I love you.
I was not trying to roast.
I'm not roasting.
I like to rebuttal shit. You know I like to rebuttal when niggas say,
I appreciate it.
I rebuttal. You know me.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Because I know it's hard for you not to say something back.
Yeah, I want to go find you a kidney. That's what I want. I want to go find your ass a brand new.
I think it's called Ryan Davis and Aries Spears.
So look, anyway.
Hey, hold on, real quick.
Come on, bring that nigga a kidney, a little igloo cooler, like.
Yo, a lot of
like it's a drug transaction. Like, you see the kidney, you got the cash. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Hey, the funniest shit I've ever heard. Like a lot of niggas have roasted me. But there are a couple that have stood out. That nigga CP one time told me, I don't know if he told me or he told Doughboy. He told one of us that I think he told Doughboy he was about to go get a 6-piece Whopper. I said, nigga, what is
Yeah. I said he about to go get a 6-piece Whopper value meal. I come with 6 Whoppers, fries, French toast sticks, and some chicken fries. No,
open the fucking the nugget thing, but it fits 6 Whoppers.
That's called a case of Whoppers. That nigga ordered a case of Whoppers. You know what? Let me get a case. I can't decide. Let me get a case. Hey, keep knowing their names and shit. Hey, Helen, heat me up a case. I'm on the way down there. I'll be down there right after work. Heat me up a case.
This dude.
So look, nigga, listen. So we get down there, right? I'm begging my dad to take me. He like, listen, we got money to get in. He got some tickets through his job, like a discount. At that time, we got money to get in, but you know, I just paid the rent and shit. We don't have no money to eat. You eat before we go. I'm like, all right, but you can't tell a kid that. I should have ate before I go, but we went. I was fucking starving. I'm complaining. God damn, he like, we ain't got no money. Anyway, somebody drops a $20 bill on the ground. Right? I don't see it. All I see is my dad do like a little maneuver to the ground real quick, like a G.I. Joe, and grab me. And I'm like, what's going on? we going down the escalator. He hasn't even told me what's going on. He don't even say shit. He give me a look around, and then he slide the 20 up from behind the program that we had from we just a little Lexus shit. He slid the 20 up like and slid it down. I'm like, oh shit, we're going to the food court. The food court was downstairs. We get down to the food court, $20. We going fucking ham. I'm getting a bratwurst. I'm on nachos. You getting a beer. He like, niggas like fuck this shit up. They give it to you. It's almost like a cafeteria. You get down to the front of the line. We like, she like the total gonna be like $17.80. Right? Because I was like 8. I ain't get a drink. I was gonna have a couple sips of the brew because it's cold anyway, you know. So because the drink.
Wait a minute, nigga. No, you're not gonna glaze on the fact that you gonna drink some of your daddy's beer.
I'm from Detroit.
Everybody did that. Everybody did that.
Bro, I swear to God, bro. Look, I swear to God, niggas would take a sip of their daddy beer like it wasn't.
Yeah. Hey, if you ain't drink your daddy beer, you ain't have no daddy.
Yeah, nigga, in regular conversation.
I never had no daddy.
Talk about some kid shit like Blue. My favorite wrestler is motherfucker. Nigga, what? Anyway. So look. Listen. We got to the root of the problem to here. Growth stunted, but that's not this story. Okay, so look. We get to the front of the line. The total is $17.80. If I got a drink, it would have pushed us past our $20 threshold. So I had to sacrifice libations so that we could eat together. Right? My dad needed the brew. He found the 20. That's how I go. You find the 20, you get the drink. Right? He goes to give the lady the money, and the $20 bill is fake. You open it up, it has a scripture.
Nigga had a counterfeit 20, nigga?
No. It's not counterfeit, it's a scripture. The scripture says that if you found this $20 bill and didn't return it, you need to come to our church. Nigga, do you understand?
Bro, did you eat any of the food?
Hell no, nigga. They took that shit. They didn't give a fuck. I was little as hell. You understand me? I was the kind of little where you give me the free. You give me stuff for free. You give me. I was that little, fam, and I was walking by myself and shit. You know how old I was. I was Webstered out, nigga. You give me.
Oh, this dude.
You know what makes me mad about that story?
What's up, young lady?
The problem that I have. Problem I have with that
some weed, nigga.
The problem I have with that story is the problem was that y'all needed Jesus. The problem was poverty.
Right.
Who got COVID?
What going to their church? How's that gonna change our financial situation?
Somebody got COVID, nigga.
Tacarra walked in like, what the fuck is going on?
What up?
God damn, Tacarra.
Where's your picture at, Arvin?
Arvin
Dude,
died.
I don't know, man. You got COVID. Hey, man, I hope whoever said that about me, your mama fall backwards and just put a dent in the back of her head just a little bit. Ain't nothing wrong with me.
Hey, tell me this. Hey, Tahir, how can you see what motherfuckers saying? Because somebody said they joning. I'm like, who joning?
If you so I'm on my laptop. I have my YouTube. I'm reading the comments.
Yeah, I got my phone out. I'm looking at the comments on my phone.
It's on YouTube?
Yo.
Yeah. We're seeing it live on YouTube.
Let me go on YouTube and see.
This dude is a fool. Did you say Tacarra? Is Tacarra on here?
Yeah, right there.
What's up, girl? I just want to say hi. CP, you a fool.
You say what?
This dude.
What you mean, nigga? Nigga, I had a brat and some nachos, Arvin. You understand me? I'm so irritated. I'm asking the lady, like, excuse me, where's the mustard and shit? Where's the The mustard was at a different station because apparently niggas get their credit cards declined and they gotta put the hot dogs back. So they want you to get the mustard yet until you pay. Where's the mustard at? Y'all got any sauerkraut in this bitch? Because my plan was put enough toppings on that bitch to turn it into a salad. You understand? My mama raised me right. I can't just not do vegetables. The relish, that's a salad. I can turn that to a coleslaw with a hot dog in it.
Oh my goodness. Hey, is your daddy still alive?
Hell yeah. Yeah, dog.
I want to see him.
That nigga, bro, he a fool, man.
Jovan. Jovan, take your last name out because
what up, BT?
It's stretching out your
Oh man.
So if you just delete his class cams will show all the way. Is BT in there?
Hey, yeah, BT Kingsley. Hop your ass in here, man. With that goddamn scarf on. Get in here with your scarf on.
BT, I don't know if you got a problem with me or something, but when it's over with, I'm gonna see you, man. I know you be seeing me hitting you on Messenger, and you ain't responding to me like we got beef.
Who? Me?
I'm talking to BT.
I'm about to say, he got out and fake carjacked the nigga. You bring the problem to my email. We can talk about it immediately. I ain't got no problem with you.
That's my dog. Man. I get in my feelings when I feel like people that's my friends don't respond to me.
BT, you might not have the right number. Arvin.
Somebody said that Dave need to pass that hat to Arvin.
I don't understand what that
means.
I don't get it.
Well, they don't like your hairline, Arvin.
Oh, okay.
No, they said, nigga, loose booty is the funniest.
Hey, come on, Dave, laugh at loose booty, man. It's funny. You said it, my guy.
They was kids, bro.
Hey, Dave in that mode where people be laughing and now it's one person is serious about it.
Hey, man.
They don't want to
yeah.
I know that shit, nigga. You went to bed that night, woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning, like, what the fuck they mean, loose booty?
Nah, man, he couldn't go to bed that night. He was doing squats.
That nigga bought a Peloton that week. Like, you know what? Give me a little Peloton. Fuck these kids.
Nigga, I made the mistake of telling the audience one time my nickname that my family called me, bro. They always, you'll see it tonight. They're gonna pop in the comments and start calling me by the nickname my family called me. Ain't nothing worse than that shit, bro. You tell them one story and they never.
What they call you? Strawberry cheesecake McMuffin.
CP,
what's the name?
Big ass eyes,
bro. Tahir, you need to come out with your own fruit snacks called speckled strawberry fruit snacks.
What's the name?
That nigga CP gotta wash his contacts in a mop bucket. Big ass little boy.
Damn.
You wait until Black Friday to get you a neck off Amazon. I'm gonna wait till the prices go down to about $8,000. Give me a dog ass neck, one that got a little attitude in it.
Hey,
you hold your joint like a bitch named Bernice.
Hey, you goddamn right. Hey, I'm cool in the 70s, motherfucker. Fuck you.
You look like you smoke Benson and Hedges, nigga, right now.
You got gums with a little bit of teeth. Nigga, like your teeth secondary. Your gums is the headline. Like, so you know, I run this whole mouth. You understand me? I run this mouth. This my mouth.
I run this whole mouth?
I run this mouth.
The gums run this joint. Jack, believe that. We eat first. Then the teeth. Then the teeth.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yo, hey, see back to the bottom of my heart, man. Fuck you.
Hey man, you my nigga, dog. Nigga, I only roast niggas I'm cool with.
Hey, it's literally me and CP and like maybe 12 other people that are black in Glendale. We the only ones holding it down in this bitch.
That's facts.
Oh wow, yeah.
Oh man.
I was thinking about moving out there though. Hey, I'm about to have
it's so quiet, bro. Like,
yeah.
And I don't like complexes. I stay in a complex. It's only 8 of us here, bro. Washer, dryer, parking. I just say parking and shit like that. But it's so quiet where I'm at, bro. And CP a little further than me. This nigga CP, I had to have 4x4 to go pick him up.
Where the fuck y'all live?
We stay like in Glendale Hills.
Hey, to her. Hey, what would you say is your worst show ever on stage? Like a memory that you got where you like you learned from it, but you like, man, that was a bad show. Or somebody did like heckled you or do some shit like where you can remember it. What's one of your worst times on stage that you can think back to?
Man, my cousin married an African.
Okay.
And he was full-blood African. And one time I thought it was a good idea. I thought you might have been at the show. I thought it was a good idea to wear dashiki on stage. Like that was like
who is this light-skinned nigga?
You had the dreads. You had the dreads.
I think I might have still had dreads when I did that shit.
There you go.
Kingsley.
Nigga.
Easy. What up, though?
What up, though, nigga?
My favorite.
Hold on. I'm glad to see you dressed up for the occasion.
You know what I mean? Try to keep it fair before.
Nigga,
Arvin, I've been hitting you too, dog. I've been hitting Arvin. This nigga ain't been hitting me back. Y'all see what it is?
To Arvin. He just responded when he heard you say that message.
Like he
Hey, man, Javon, calm down, bro. Goddamn.
Say what?
Who just got cussed out?
Right. Looking like you dance at Tickendale's.
They said that his name is West Side Guns. That's his rap name.
A bass player.
West Side Guns, nigga.
Nigga, hey, listen. When I tell you,
it's BT in the hospital bed.
Here's the thing, though. If my followers or my supporters, the people in the audience don't roast you, they don't fuck with you at all. Like, I promise you. That's how they really be showing love. Sometimes niggas get out of hand. Like, you shoot 3 duds in a row, I'm gonna put you in time out. I promise you that.
Yeah.
Oh,
hey,
that's
a good name. I think the name matches. You do look like a harmonica player.
You so talented, bro.
I ain't never Joan to hear, but all this is relevant. You do look like everything they saying, like the Chef Matt joke.
You hear it like every morning I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning and go out there and open the barber shop, open that gate. I've been here for 75 years. What you talking about?
Ryan Davis look like a whole lot of melted Hershey Kisses. Just
come on, dog. Come on, bro.
At least it's
Hershey Kisses.
You look like a cool ass Teddy Graham, but
I don't know Ryan Davis to say anything bad about him, but when he just pulled his like elbow back, it did look like an areola.
Arvin looked like Cannibal Body Double.
Shut up, loose booty.
You know what?
Imagine,
I don't even feel right calling you that.
On the board. Look at this nigga booty. This nigga like,
can y'all
hey, Arvin right.
Somebody just said I look like
Arvin is 100% right. We do not know each other or whatever, so I cannot roast him or his dial-up connection.
E.T., can you hear me?
That left him out of the conversation.
Ryan look like a hobbit.
I don't know why nobody can hear me.
Y'all hear Tacarra?
What up, Tacarra?
I can hear you, Tacarra.
Hold on, real quick. Before we continue to roast, ladies and gentlemen, we got Tacarra.
Hey, guys.
Shout out to
Tacarra. Nobody heard me the whole time.
Tacarra, your sound is going out. Could you walk up the stairs and back down?
So that's because our house so big. Tacarra live in a whole building.
Let me
go up the stairs. Go up there again.
You know what? Your sound is working now. Who's
the guy in the green? Because when I want to be
pissed out my computer screen. I'm like, oh yeah, my shit don't even.
Oh, that's Jovan. That's the homie Jovan. He's from St. Louis.
I went up them stairs. He said, wait a minute.
He did. He leaned in.
I didn't hear
that. You couldn't even hide it. She turned around real quick and caught you.
But the nigga put his whole forearm in the camera. Like, wait a second. Wait a minute.
He did the Tony Baker. He did that right there. That's what he did. What's up, guys? I like the tie, BT. Okay,
I appreciate Tacarra.
What up, Tacarra?
For the people.
Tacarra, won't you tell Tacarra and I used to actually work at a jail together. We were both teachers at this jail. And
in St. Louis?
Out in LA. It's right past the class.
All right. Did any of the prisoners ever say anything about your booty when you was teaching them in class?
She got a whole set about it.
She do.
Because when Dave was a teacher, they called him loose booty. I'm just wondering, anybody ever call you loose booty?
Relax, nigga. Relax.
You told the story.
Hey, Dave, get serious a little bit. Hey, man, straight up.
Funny. I'm sorry, Dave. You never
he
told
gonna
me
fight you over Zoom.
Y'all gonna stop all that. Y'all
I didn't know you were a teacher in the prison system, bro.
Dave, we ain't gonna see you for 2 years because it's quarantine.
I was a 7th grade teacher for 7th grade science teacher for 3 years, and I moved out here and I became a life skills teacher in Pitchers Detention Center.
Yeah,
okay, I thought you taught music. That's interesting. I didn't even know that about you, bro. That is
Does
interesting.
Ryan have
Yeah,
A's?
you thought you taught music. You look like a little dance teacher. I teach you a jazz quartet. Want to get on my good side? Bring me chocolate turtles.
Talking about his worst experience on stage. What's the rest of your worst experience on stage?
Y'all go ahead. I told my
I had a string of good shows, so I invited a girl I had a crush on to a show, and she sat front row and watched me bomb.
But Ryan, did you get booed bomb, or was it just like a quiet, like they look at you bomb?
It was one where they look at the promoter, like, where'd you get this nigga?
Ooh.
Hey, the way Ryan rocking back and forth right now, I guarantee that nigga rubbing his inner thigh.
Oh man.
That nigga.
It sounds like from experience to hear you not the smallest nigga. I'm gonna just let you know.
Oh,
man. I'm just smart enough to wear comfortable pants. To hear them wore all his khakis out. They got on basketball shorts under that outfit.
Oh man.
Here built like a brand new bar of soap.
Oh shit. T, what the fuck going on, man? What you got on?
Y'all ain't never bombed and begged for the light. It was one of those. Why was like,
damn.
Hey Ryan.
Ryan. You keep saying, so how y'all doing in the audience? Yeah, so the world is crazy.
Give it up for the ladies.
Yeah. Virgos, Virgos, make some noise.
Brian, not only can I tell you when I bomb, I can tell you the next time you probably gonna see me bomb. Look, so because I started comedy in Houston, Ali's like my big brother, but I didn't come up with Ali. Like he was already that nigga, and then I would see him off and on, right? Anytime he's at a show, pretty consistently, if he in the room and I know, nigga, I eat it. At least if I rip one, then I'm gonna bomb the next one. It's gonna come. I have no idea. It happens like the nigga will hear rumors. It's like, yeah, that nigga BT be ripping. And he'll be like, all right, man, let me know when you're in the city. I'll be in the city. Be like, all right, man, come do the show. Nigga.
But hold on. Wait, BT. Because if you did Ali's old room, it was at the one where it was like at a restaurant and you in the center of the restaurant, the stage is in the center. Nigga, that room was set up for you to die.
Yeah.
Where is that?
Ali's room was in Houston, Texas. And you're literally inside of a restaurant, and they built a stage basically in the center of the restaurant.
So they don't give a fuck about what you're talking about at all,
bro. It's people all around you, like 360, and bro, they drunk already.
Yeah,
they drunk already. They eating, they waiting on their food because it was like $3 wings or some shit like that. Bro, it's a recipe for disaster for any comic.
But T, the first time I went, Ali wasn't there. Somebody was guest hosting. I think Blaine was. I ripped. Nigga, the next time I did it, he was there. Bomb, nigga. Damn. It's consistent, dog. If that nigga's there, nigga. It's somebody, nigga. I was like, I'm gonna eat it, bro.
Shout out to the nigga in the comments that said I was just on the phone with Postmates. That shit was funny to me.
These niggas say I look like I'm the CEO of a church of chicken.
Hold on, man.
Make me
Hey, to hear they join in your comments like that, somebody
go in.
Hey, bro, like a nigga, like I tell you what, the answers is on the moon. Don't nobody want to listen to me. The answers is on the moon.
If you read into it, if you read them, they keep going. So sometimes I ignore them.
Look, then what they say? Somebody said, I look like I can jailbreak an Xbox. Somebody said I look like the barber who nobody ever in his chair.
They use that one on me too. He recycled that joke. He used that one earlier.
Yeah, no recycling, man. Come on, man. Somebody said I look like I designed R&B covers. That was cool.
I was gonna say whatever band that Tahir looked like he a part of, you the manager.
I'm the manager, nigga.
Yeah, you look like the manager. You got the hat. Hey, listen,
the loose booty.
This show ain't gonna make us as much money as we usually make. All right. but I'm gonna need y'all to get the same kind of performance. All right?
Like he does this a lot. Get his shirt.
Ain't got no pants on under the table, just the pins.
I can't see none of it.
Hey, Ryan, you like Kevin Hart. You like Kevin Hart if he was sick.
That's good. That's good.
Somebody said Ryan like 3 pieces of burnt skin.
Yeah, a lot of people are commenting like trying to roast me and it's bad. So when I hear a good one, that's me. When I hear one I like, yeah, I like that.
When I hear what I like, I'm gonna use it on somebody else.
What about this?
Getting so tight.
Let me get one. Let me see if you like my roast, Ryan. Ryan.
All right.
Ryan, you look like a manatee if he was the manager of a White Castle.
That's good. That's good.
That's you know good. I gotta go to the ocean after I get off of work. Yeah. You know, and they got reopening tomorrow. Ain't that some shit?
It's the
y'all cracking up over here.
It's the detailed description that he gave.
Yeah, it's the detail.
A manatee.
How slow he would talk. Yeah, I tried to call Gary, see if I could get tomorrow off because I'm closing tonight. But...
Hey, people keep texting me.
What is wrong with CP brain, dog?
That's a really good joke.
What is wrong with CP brain?
You gotta launch YouTube from another device. So go on YouTube on your computer.
Hey,
that's what you gotta do. I was trying to do it on my computer yesterday.
Yeah.
It said me and you look like Hamiltons.
Did they capitalize the ham though?
I love Hamiltons. Let me see.
Love who?
Oh, I heard it.
The Hamiltons.
What you drinking, Tacarra?
A margarita I just made.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You living an amazing life. I know that.
Carl, people said put your Cash App up. They want to send you something.
They do. Put your Was it because I sit in the camera? Shut up.
Oh, wait, Tacarra.
I'm gonna stop inviting Tacarra. Tacarra comes on, sets up the camera, and then go sit on the couch.
To hear.
Yeah.
Hey, dog.
Get your ass off the camera.
What do I do now?
Tacarra booty so big.
Just go to my page.
Is it?
Huh?
Type in my name. Go to youtube.com / Tahir Moore.
There they go. That's my Cash App.
Hey.
But Arvin, when you go on there, make sure you mute your computer.
Okay.
Let me go say it.
My booty's so big. What? Remember we roasted each other in Montreal?
First of all, I do. I roasted you with Reggie Bo because I didn't like how they put me against you.
BT, yeah, you gotta take that. You gotta take that little hated it. You gotta take that scarf off your neck, man.
Somebody say
I give that scarf 2 thumbs down.
It's all business. This is time.
All right, I got you.
I know.
BT got one of the best quarantine clubs on the Instagram.
He does.
If anybody's in here, you're watching, make sure you go to
Tacarra's thicker than racial tension.
God,
you go
to BT Instagram page.
That's all they want.
From 11 to what? 1?
No, 11 to 12. I only do it 1 hour. Sometimes we do 2 on Saturday, but every night is just 1 hour.
BT had somebody on there twerking yesterday. Aaron and I both were looking like
BT's like Vincent Dracula Jones be popping.
Hell yeah.
He lit, nigga.
BT got a whole flock of homeless hoes.
Hey. Bring them all.
Twerking intense.
My bitches go crazy. All they need is a pizza. These bitches are going.
Somebody says CP have been the same length for a year now.
When I get my money right, I'm gonna fly chicks built like cars or whatever's in CP's background.
Hey.
Wherever CP is in the background, that's where I'm gonna fly them out to. Hey, girl, let me put it in on this.
Look, y'all see the way CP sitting right there with his hands like that? Don't he look like the nigga who listened to your excuse for why you late right before he fired you? What was this? Oh, okay. You're fired.
Hey.
All right. Wait a minute.
Hey, look at Ryan. Look at Ryan. And then imagine taking a chainsaw and cutting the shell off a turtle. Okay, now look at Ryan.
Hey, Pancho.
I heard that one too many times.
Really? Did they say it like that?
Said it didn't hurt. It don't hurt no more.
Turtle without the blueprint.
Turtle without the shell is turtle without the
Look at the
tail.
X-ray. Y'all see that Ryan in there? We got to cut that out. You see the Ryan in there?
This shit is dumb.
Tahir, I'm on YouTube. I can't find the
Good
live.
joke, Ryan. Whatever.
Somebody said,
Thank you, Adrian. That was
You
sweet.
get roasted without retorting. Man. Sorry, that's my.
Hey,
Oh,
Tahir.
no, that's what I'm looking
he
for.
looked like
I
Francis
want
if he was a
to.
man.
My nigga.
Hey, Tahir.
Yeah.
Somebody said Tahir Moore has 2 pounds of turkey bacon on his gums.
Dang.
Can't do it.
Nah, that really missed me. I didn't really like that. I didn't like that. I say to hear guns look like some ribs right before you season them.
That was cool. That was cool.
I just would have put like some paprika on them motherfuckers, like some lemon.
Paprika be good. That paprika be good.
That's how I would do
Sorry,
it.
your laugh so evil.
I know, I'm sorry.
BT looked like he had a job interview and he didn't have a shirt, and he figured the niggas wouldn't notice if he wore the tie anyway.
He look like a
I'm gonna wear the tie anyway. They won't notice. They won't notice shit.
Niggas will never know.
Sir, did you forget your shirt? No, I definitely have on a shirt. Right.
Okay.
BT look like he be saying, "Where the ketchup at?" Like 2 times a day. Where the ketchup? Huh?
Give me the remote.
Ketchup.
BT asked for the remote.
Hey, tell me this.
today.
Hey, anybody in here right now, have you ever had something thrown at you while you were on stage? Like a bottle or anything like that?
Yeah, I
I
have.
had money. I had money.
I
I
have.
had money.
Yeah.
Money is
thrown
good.
at me.
No,
What's
never.
the name of that club,
I'm telling
Tacarra?
you right now, somebody ever throw something at me on stage,
I had money.
something.
Nigga,
What was the
look.
name of that
Too.
club,
It was
Tacarra?
women.
Hold
It
up,
was
though. Hold up, though.
It was a
Ain't
bachelor
nobody
party.
doing that bad for
Wait,
somebody.
it was
to
at
throw
the
something at
J
you.
spot. I was at the J spot, and
Okay.
I was performing, and there was a bachelorette party there, and I had on like this. It was like a cute little mini skirt and like a button up top.
Hold on, wait.
They didn't give a fuck about what I was saying.
Wait a second.
Hold on.
Arvin, you got to put your headphones back on because we're getting the echo from inside.
Somebody sent him a tutorial.
Hey, Arvin, change out your AOL CD.
Them 72 hours is up.
Bro, hold on. Arvin, you talk about what you would do if a nigga threw some shit at you on stage. Nigga, peep this. All right, so y'all remember when Donald Trump was feeding them football players hamburgers? And
Chick-fil-A.
it was the Clemson players, right?
Yeah, the cheeseburger.
They had just beat Alabama. I was at the Stardome that next week, right? Stardome, y'all know the Stardome in Hoover,
Birmingham.
Alabama.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seated about 450 people, right?
Yeah, supposed to do that
That
for my
bitch
birthday.
it was nice. It could have been $395. I ain't gonna hold myself. That bitch was packed. Nigga, I go to do the joke about Donald Trump giving the people the burgers, and I'm like, oh shit, wait a minute, that was Clemson, huh? And then somebody's like, yeah, fuck Clemson. Roll Tide. I said, well, y'all motherfuckers ain't rolled last week.
Uh-oh.
They said, boo. Next thing you know, a motherfucking barbecue sauce cup flew at the stage. Nigga,
A barbecue sauce cup?
I had on, look, bro, I had on a black and gold We Are the North Kawhi Leonard jersey for Toronto. Then I had on some black suede Royal.
Looking back there.
Yeah.
All we see is trees. We don't see.
There's a bonfire back there. He got to keep an eye on.
Okay.
That's how you know the nigga telling the truth.
No, look, all my shoes is up there. But
I know you looking for the shoes. I know you looking for the shoes.
Yeah,
you know telling the truth.
here. They
Nigga,
behind here.
it's a hot nigga just lost. Somebody
Look.
hide the house. They just lost their shit. Like, wait a minute, nigga, where is it? Just moved the whole earth, nigga. You saw that?
That's funny. That's funny. You drive a truck full of VCR tapes across the country for a living. I use these for different classrooms that still reel that VCR in. I stop at their school, man, and
I'm a highlight of their week.
we let the kids watch Beethoven and
Home Alone. The first
Beverly Hillbillies. Anyway,
The first Lion King.
look. I had on the suede.
Wait a second. BT
I had
look
on the
like the nigga
suede
that can't wait to
black
tell you
and
he know a nigga better than Jordan.
The suede black and
Nah,
gold.
that's Sean Morgan.
Oh, nigga, Sean Morgan, nigga.
I don't care what none of y'all niggas say. I've been knowing Jordan since I was 3 years old.
No, you
Come
sound
on,
just
man.
like that nigga. dog.
Shout out to Sean Morgan.
Since I was 3 years old.
Jordans and Wranglers
Like
forever.
that. Who is that?
Yeah, I shouldn't even be bringing up my name because I'm retiring from comedy.
You sound exactly like that's Ryan laughing so hard.
No, you sound just like that nigga.
Hey, he does. That nigga sound just like him.
And no, somebody man, this nigga Arvin know how to throw his voice, dog.
Oh, we did that already there.
Nigga.
No.
Hey, shout out to Renita Wells. Thank you, baby. They ain't gonna let me finish. It's all good.
Funny as
y'all
shit.
ain't let me finish. Y'all ain't gonna ask me a question and then fucking everybody's winning in their own shit.
Because I'm rude.
Y'all ain't let her finish.
That's why I was trying to keep it at like 4 or 5 people, Tacarra, because there's too many people. It gets too crazy.
But we needed you.
Well, that's why
I don't know how.
Funny as
I mean, Tacarra got a nice booty, but we already had loose booty in here. How much?
Hey, man.
Say something, Ryan.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
That nigga took a drink like, man, it's not money no more.
Can I hit a story? Can I hit a story?
I've been triggered.
Dave just playing. Dave just playing.
What you drinking, Dave?
You said what?
Hey,
What you
as soon
drinking?
as Ryan said that, Dave said.
Oh, Japanese whiskey.
Okay.
So I can hide the pain.
Arvin, remember the time we were in the green room? Me and Arvin in the green room, we talking, right? And so it's Wednesday night. We're about to do a Wednesday night show. Angel Gaines tries to come in the room, right? Arvin pushes the door closed. Arvin's like, hold on for a second. Arvin, do the voice real quick. Do the voice.
Excuse me, hold on for a second. You can't come in here right now. We busy. So I told her I needed her to slide me a tampon under the door.
Listen, Angel Gaines is sliding tampons. She's sliding she's sliding sanitary wipes, everything. Because Arvin's like, I had an accident, I gotta clean up. So she's being the sweetest person ever. She slides all of this stuff under the door. Then Arvin, what did you ask her, Arvin?
I have no idea, man.
I think you asked in case she come in there and help you.
Oh, yeah.
Like, hold on.
Do the voice. I want to hear the voice.
I'm gonna do exactly what Angel did. Say it in your voice, Arvin. Say it in your voice.
I said, I'm having a heavy flow. Can you come in here and help me, please?
Angel was like, oh, no, baby, I can't help you with that.
Oh, man.
Yo!
The look on her face. The look on her face when that door opened, cuz it was hilarious.
She was like, Arvin, you play too much.
Nigga. Yeah. So nigga, remember they brought Def Jam to LA. Not when DL did it, but when Mike did it.
Yeah.
So this nigga Arvin, where the people are the niggas are supposed to drive past the parking lot to park in the thing, but it's free parking. This nigga started charging niggas to park. I ain't got no change. I just got to keep this one. I ain't got no change. Nigga, we did it. Nigga, we was out in front of this Def Jam wilding out. Nigga, he started fucking with this homeless nigga that got off the bus, and he was fucking with the nigga so much, like he kept throwing his voice, but it looked like I was saying it. Come here, like, and he looked. The homeless nigga walked up to me, nigga.
That's how he walked.
Nigga, the nigga shot me with an invisible bow and arrow.
No, wait. Did he shoot him with it?
Yes, nigga. He shot me with the invisible bow and arrow, nigga.
He killed him on a spiritual level.
Yeah.
No, I can beat that, BT. We're outside the Laugh Factory.
Oh, shit.
We're outside the Laugh Factory. There's a big casting director outside the Laugh Factory talking to Arvin. Arvin says,
Who's dying?
I don't know exactly what he said, but he said something like, that bitch better get that ugly ass outfit out of here, right? But he knows his voice when he says it. Fast forward 2 months down the line, I'm in that casting director's office. I was like, hey, I'm Tahir Moore. She was like, I know who you are. You said that shit in front of the Laugh Factory. I was like, what are you talking about? She thought I said the shit that Arvin said. You know I didn't get that role.
She had on a pillowcase.
Arvin fucking up people's lives.
It was funny though, man.
Nah, it'd be funny though. For the sake of comedy, nigga, it'd be funny. This nigga laid out
For the
in the
sake of
middle.
comedy.
Nah, the street be busy as fuck. Then they be like, wait, and just lay down in the middle of the street, nigga. Why they car? All the cars start getting out. Look at, no, I'm fine now. I just needed a nap, nigga. Nah, you talking about?
I used to work at this mall in St. Louis. I used to work at this mall called Arvin, right?
Oh, what?
Everybody in the city knew Arvin. This is before he moved to LA. Everybody knew Arvin as a prankster and a comedian, right? Arvin would come to the mall and he would have Alka-Seltzer in his hand. He would fall out, throw the Alka-Seltzer in his mouth, and start foaming at the mouth. You got people running from
Why? Why?
Make sure he commit all on the floor, bro.
But why?
It was because nobody expected it, and I did it to make me laugh.
Tahir, I got one. Arvin, do you remember this? Me and Tahir, this when we started our open mic at Lola on Wednesday. But this is after you left and you went to LA. So Arvin came and did my room that night. When we left out the room, we outside and we see the alley. And it's like a little balcony above, like leading down into the alley from this like apartment or whatever. We see something moving up and down, so you know somebody getting some action. So we go over there. It's a homeless dude knocking a chick down. Arvin,
good for him, dog.
No, okay, CP, it's good for him, but listen to this.
People Arvin, homeless for not getting the pussy.
Arvin pulled his whole hand back to Nebraska. I'm talking about like back here. The homeless dude in mid-stroke, Arvin slapped him on his ass and said, "Get your ass up." Man, I'm talking about, man.
That's so nasty, Arvin.
It was disgusting, but it was hilarious.
When the last time y'all been knocking something down and a random person?
Hey, CP. The dude stopped and looked at me like he was in trouble. You hear me? And the chick was looking at him like, "Why you stop?"
Did you wash your hands?
I washed my hands and I had it on tape.
BT, put your Cash App in your name, man. People are asking for your Cash App.
Oh, man.
It's Dave Helem.
And that's how Corona started.
No, my first time ever being in LA, I saw Arvin and BT perform, man. The first time I ever came to LA, I saw y'all perform. I ain't seen Arvin since. But Arvin, you did this joke about somebody singing Alicia Keys with a lisp. And I couldn't stop doing that. And I couldn't stop singing that shit all the way home, nigga. I was dead, nigga.
What's the song?
Superwoman. There's so many S's in that fucking song.
Even though I'm a mess with an S for my chest. Oh yes.
Hey man,
but I'm lose. Okay.
Each one of us has a favorite joke from somebody in this group, man. Like I can give y'all a joke from y'all.
Oh yeah.
What's mine?
Let me go to here.
I don't like any of y'all comedically.
I'm gonna go in order. CP, favorite joke from CP is I don't think women should be called bitches, right? I think we should respect our black queens, blah, 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 blah. That. It was like, but what if there was a hostage situation? A Russian gunman bust in with a Russian like, listen, I did not want your money. All the bitches and hoes can leave. The women will die. I was like, oh, well, bitch.
That's funny.
But look, the kicker is the funniest part when the dude, he said, you know it's going to be a dude in there. They'll be like, hey, excuse me, sir. Do bitch ass niggas count? Nigga. On the fucking floor, bro.
That's clever.
Jovan had this joke about riding with his homeboy. He said his dad told him if he ever gets pulled over by the cop, act like he's asleep and they won't ask for his ID. He said he was riding with his homeboy. And the homeboy's driving, and then the cops get behind him, flick the lights on. He's like, oh shit. He just immediately acts like he's asleep. He feels the car go down, he feels the bumps and shit, and then the car just slowly comes to a stop. The cop comes over and knocks on his window and knocks some more. He said he opens one eye to peek at his homeboy. His homeboy acting like he sleep behind the driving wheel too.
So bad.
Arvin joke, I already talked about that one earlier. My favorite Arvin joke is when he throws his voice with the Chinese, the kung fu thing. Hey, you killed my father! Like that shit is.
That's cold.
Oh my god! My favorite Tacarra joke is goddamn me. When you and Casey were on the bus, and she told the lady that she was ugly. Was that what it was?
No, somebody got on the bus with a wheelchair and we had to give up our seats, and she was like furious because she felt like if she was already sitting down and why she had to give her seat. And she said, and listen, this is when we first moved here and we were living in Inglewood and I was going to the DMV and a lady got on the bus with a wheelchair and Casey was so mad. She had to be about 5 or 6 and we got up because we were sitting in those seats and she just, y'all got kids, you know how they keep fucking tapping you and you'd be like, what? And she was just like, I need to tell you something. And I was like, shut the fuck up. Don't say nothing. Be quiet. And she just went off. She was like, how come she gets to sit down and she's already sitting down and her sneakers are dirty and she's walking? And I said, you know what? We're going to walk. But we walked to the DMV. We walked right down Centinela and right up the street and to La Brea and we walked to the DMV because I wasn't trying to fight nobody in the wheelchair.
My favorite joke from Dave Helem is the joke about
all of them.
The one that always gets me is that he's talking about the kids was roasting. He's like, I'm trying to teach these little niggas, and they roasted me every fucking day. He's like, never teach kids. Like, I felt that on a spiritual level because I felt that same aggravation many days. I was like, you know what? Pull your books out. Just color. I don't care what you do. Favorite joke from BT is the pinkies and the thumbs. It's like if you fit.
I love that joke, nigga. Oh my god. I pulled this nigga aside for no reason to tell him.
No, my favorite BT joke is the singing one. What's the one where he be singing? Lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day. I like when he go like this. A lovely day, a lovely day, and then he go to the other side. Lovely day, a lovely day. I'll be in the corner. Lovely day, lovely.
Nigga also got the joke about him having dipping sauce on his stomach while he eating chicken nuggets and dipping the sauce on his stomach. Nigga. Ooh. And my BT, he got a joke about that. He's like, just talking about doing fat shit. It's hilarious. And I already said my Ryan Davis favorite one. That was the one when he says he's not shut the club down famous, but your nigga gonna buy me a drink famous. That shit. Bro.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Bro. Hey, real quick, I got a quick CP story. It's like 2014. I remember we had a show at Jokes and Notes in Chicago on the South Side, and I was so happy because I saw CP's video called "Shit Detroit Niggas Say," and to me that was like the funniest video I ever seen in my life. So
it's called what?
Shit Detroit Niggas Say, right? With the chili cheese, the murder bears, all that shit. Like nigga,
that's what got me started. That's
nigga,
what like took me and
so
got my whole real.
I'm on the fan base train at this point, right? So me and my boy put together $400 and we called you. We was like, hey man, we got $400. Can you please come headline our night? And you came to Chicago for one night, and nigga, we thought we had booked like Mike Epps, nigga. We was like, we got $400 for you. Like we doing some real shit. You're not. But you came with jokes, you killed that shit, but you told this joke about your granddad having his life alert like Iron Man in his chest, nigga. And that shit had me in tears about how your granddaddy was Iron Man, but with the life alert. And shit was so funny.
It's crazy, bro.
So genius, nigga.
He just passed away too.
I'm sorry. Okay.
That's all good.
Damn.
Man. It's fucked up, but that's one of them jokes. He loved that joke. Because what I said was, the nigga asked for the life alert, like Christmas, which I thought was very arrogant. You know what I'm saying? To ask for a life alert. And
Arvin got a hearty ass laugh. We gotta wait. Damn, Arvin, shit.
Listen.
Hey, y'all better stop saying that shit about me. Hey, look, wait a minute. No, all bullshit aside. Don't Ryan Davis look like Howie Bell auntie?
Oh man.
He look like a Ryan Davis look like a retired crow. Like, man, oh, man, I'm basically a chicken. If you must know, I'm basically a chicken. I don't fly no more.
Somebody in the comments said something good. They said I look like Kenan Thompson if Kale the famous one. That was pretty fucking funny.
Said retired crow.
A retired crow, nigga.
Can't be piecing words together.
Arvin, I'm gonna need you to mute this when you laugh, Arvin. I'm gonna need you to mute.
Arvin's laugh sounded like if King Yappy Joe would have laughed through the movie. Like that's how King Yappy Joe would have laughed.
This nigga said a retired crow.
That was funny.
This nigga retired crow. This nigga take an object, a job description, and a color, and it's like it's a wheel or whatever.
The nigga started talking about why the crow retired though. This nigga went into talking about why the crow retired from being a
retired crow.
Niggas have basically a chicken.
I don't even know what they retired from, so I don't have anything. Just like they just old.
But like, well, I tell you what, I didn't like the job. People said my job was associated with a lot of death. I didn't like that. I didn't like my weekends feeling fucked up. You know, and I'm cuckooing and shit. And I decided, you know what? Fuck that. I done put my years in. My children are grown. Amen.
Amen.
They said you was great in soul playing, right?
That's
BT,
good.
what are you doing?
I'm setting up the mix. I'm trying to make sure that this song fits.
It looked like you making a drug deal.
Oh man,
Look,
where was my story at, dog? I never finished the story.
He asked for
your granddaddy.
So he asked. We thought it was pretty arrogant. Asked for a life alert Christmas. You know what I'm saying? And we got it for him. And I guess just the pride he wore it with. This nigga wore that bitch like he was signed to Life Alert Records. That nigga was at church and shit. It was like, oh my God, is that what I think it is? Yeah, you know, chain and day. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
Hey man, I'll be glad we get back to this, dude. I'll come to see you, CP.
Thank you, man.
I'm coming to see all y'all. Cause look, I ain't laughed this hard in a long time.
Yeah, man. It's needed, bro.
The biggest surprise for me, but it was also like the like, oh shit, okay. It's the first time I saw Ryan Davis perform because I had only known him from Facebook. Like, who the hell is Ryan? So I didn't know Ryan did comedy. Ryan went on stage and rocked that motherfucker. Yeah. I was like, oh, this nigga for real.
Yeah, beast.
I know he started doing comedy first and then doing the videos.
And he did it calmly.
Like social media people who like start on videos and then like, oh yeah, I could tell some jokes and shit. Be doing Laffy Taffy jokes. And then somebody got to go out and save him. Ryan had chops. I was like,
yeah. Yeah, and
the timing of a legend.
Real quick, let me get Ryan's response.
Wait, and appreciate that, and shout out to Tacarra because like a lot of people in the city didn't like just fuck with me immediately or whatever, and Tacarra was like, fuck that, I'm gonna put that nigga on my birthday show. I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about.
Right. And did you not rock out?
Huh?
I said you killed.
Well, you know, I couldn't go up there and go. Look, that's the thing, man. I don't brag about, you know, what I can do. I was like, niggas gonna see.
You just do it.
Yeah, just do it. Niggas, you know, I don't bring the most energy to the stage, but I love comedy and I study it so much, man. Like BT will tell you, man, my timing is all. If you time it right, I ain't gotta bring that much energy. But I love watching everybody, dog. Like, I get jealous. I remember watching.
I love when you come to the factory.
Wait,
I love when I be at the factory and I just see you there.
Yeah, I was about to say that. This nigga. So let me tell y'all a story real quick. And don't nobody cut me off. I was in
Arvin.
Ryan, was it South Carolina or North Carolina I was in?
It was in South Carolina.
I was in South Carolina for a show. This nigga, Ryan, first of all, me and Ryan met. We know like a lot of mutual people, but I ain't gonna lie. I thought Ryan was just one of these internet dudes who had so many followers that they were gonna usher that nigga through the stand-up world. You know what I'm saying? That's how I viewed him.
Right.
So we was always cool because he was a cool dude. I don't have no, but I felt like that nigga, he cool, but he don't do this shit. He don't do the shit that, this on stage, on fire shit. This nigga not about that. He just wear the shirts and shit. I get it. He's a marketing genius is what I hear. So that's what's up. So I'm in South Carolina. I know nobody in South Carolina. I'm at the comedy club. This nigga walks up to me in South Carolina. I'm like, what the fuck? What's up, bro? What's going on? He's like, shit, I was in North Carolina and I saw that you was gonna be here, so I drove down here. Understand, this nigga is a student. Not in addition to being a dope ass comic with an excellent point of view, a frame of reference, and a dope ass way to flip normals to make people seem like what they don't even know is common sense. It's common sense. But the nigga is studying everybody and giving niggas the right tags, and you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, like, so he one of them niggas, dog. And that's all I just want to say, nigga. You know I fuck with you, bro.
I appreciate it, but wait, yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna say I got a Ryan Davis story. I'm saying this ain't, I'm just saying I feel like I need to say this too. So I remember one time, dog, I was in ATL and I was actually supposed to perform at this spot, but I got there kind of late and I wasn't able to perform. But I don't know if you remember. I'm pretty sure you might not even remember this night. You talked to so many fucking people, but it was me, you, Marvin Hunter was out there, JJ Williams, Marcus Combs. We were all in. Like, you just performed, and like I didn't know, like what CP say. I just knew you from the videos on the internet. I wasn't sure, as far as the comedy side.
I hated that night. Hold on, let me tell y'all what they did to me. I'm newish the comedy, nigga. They got me going behind JJ Williamson. What? Marvin Hunter, and it was like Big Sean Larkin. It was like all these niggas was it was like Atlanta's best, and they were like, "Hey, internet nigga, jump in the middle of this." I was like, "Oh,
I was there.
I was there.
You did. I'm saying I was there. You did good. I'm saying I'm gonna say I ain't saying like you like took the show. I ain't saying I'm saying you did. You did good.
I held my own. I didn't embarrass myself that night.
Boom.
Right, where's the lighting at, bro?
Just like that. So I'm just saying from that, like when I saw you that night, I was like, yeah, this like, and I think you might even mention that, like you say you started comedy first, and then so and then you start doing videos. I remember you like we had a convo. It was a while ago, but like, dude, like, yeah, man, you talented as fuck, man. You talented as fuck. So that's all.
I can honestly say everybody on here is funny as fuck, and thank God, because I ain't want to have to point nobody out. I'd be like, shit,
I study.
First of all,
when I say I study, I get jealous because I watch Tahir, right? And one thing about me is I'm so up here on stage. I'm never as free as I want to be. I saw Tahir eat somebody's food while he was on stage. I was like, I would love to be that fucking free. And he got on stage. I was like, that's part of your set? He was like, nah, that's how I felt at the moment. He opened somebody water and drank that shit. It was like, I'm not paying for it.
He said a lot of gangster ass shit.
Yeah,
what this nigga Tahir did. Was you at his birthday show?
Nah, I didn't get to go to the birthday
CP. I'm like, yeah, Tahir, I'm about to walk across the street. Directly across the street, grab me some weed Tahir. I'll be right back. It's a birthday show. I want to be good and baked when I fucking hit the stage. This nigga said, walk. Follow me real quick. This nigga walked outside, hit the toot-toot on this fucking dog-ass Aston Martin, and fucking...
Who fucking Aston Martin?
Ben Diesel me around the island in the middle of the. I'm like, nigga, who the fuck are you with a little 8-piece suit on? You're not even.
Who had Aston Martin?
These my little neck pieces.
Nigga, who had Aston Martin?
He talking about Tahir.
Tahir had Aston Martin.
Tahir,
man, he exaggerating. He just got a really nice car. Shut up and let him tell the story.
The nigga
Aston Martin. It was a fucking Aston Martin.
This nigga Dave trying to get flued out.
I only know two niggas with Aston Martin, Tahir and Naeem. Them two niggas. That's it.
Yeah, it was a real Aston Martin. Nigga, look. Hold on. Let me pay some bills real quick. Shout out to Jordan, Margie, and Mazzano, Sojourner Graves, Elijah Russian, Wincy Ford. Everybody, they're sending me cash apps, and I appreciate it. So I got to shout y'all out.
Real quick, I want to follow that same note. Shout out.
Thank you for the one person.
Shout out to Sojourner Graves. Shout out to Adrian Smith. Shout out to DJ Lee, Narav, Jessica Wright, and Angelica Legros, Sharita, and Luis Ramirez. Thank y'all. I appreciate it, man.
I'm gonna follow up with that real quick.
Working because I ain't got nothing, so I know it's from the signal not getting there. But whenever it loads,
I want to
thank you, Crystal.
Thank you, Quenisha Major, Guy, and Karan. Yeah, I appreciate
what's going on right now.
And I tell
y'all all right, man. This is cool.
And I tell Tacarra, Tacarra's ability to tell stories. I just get jealous, man. I can't do it. I can't do it. Look,
let me tell
my favorite Tacarra. Oh, go ahead.
This is why I love Tacarra's story, right? People tell you when you tell stories, there's certain things you have to do to keep the audience engaged.
Right.
She don't play by nobody rules. She tell the story the way she want to tell the story.
How it happened.
Completely engaged the entire time. When she tells a story about her daughter in the Nike dress, I don't know if I laugh throughout the story. All I know is I'm like, where did she get this dress? I'm in the story the whole time. And then when I find out what the dress is, I'm laughing so fucking hard.
I just talked to Kenan Thompson, and he told me that he did not know where that joke was going.
I had no idea. No idea.
Yeah, I got to see it now.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something about Tacarra, man. Tacarra is.
I was talking. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So I live in Glendale, as Tahir said. I live where a lot of Armenians, and she has this joke about how this Armenian lady pulled up to the light next to her, and that shit is so. Look at your car. Oh, what did your man do?
You driving this shit? This is not good car. You don't drive this here, okay?
She said something different every time. One night you said, "He know buy you Mercedes." He know buy you Mercedes. Dog, that shit is so fun. He know buy you Mercedes.
Is that not how they talk? That's how they fucking lady cursed me out.
I love Tacarra's confidence on stage. Tacarra brings an air of confidence that you see in like the greats. You see it in a Linnell. Like I don't know.
Thank you.
Linnell's confidence to go on stage and sit down and just talk to the audience. She don't even start with jokes. Linnell will talk to the audience for 30 minutes before she gets into her set. And to have that confidence shows, one, that you got the material to back it up, but also the chops and the years of professionalism behind you. And Tacarra does that effort.
Oh, thank you guys.
I can attest to that, and you too, Tahir. I saw you grow into that, man, and BT as well. I mean, I seen BT grow, man. Like,
yeah, BT is.
Yo, man, you look so comfortable up there, and I think that's one of the hardest things for comics to conquer. And I think that's a great thing to have, man. So
we need to put on a show with everybody in this whole squad right here.
Right.
I'm gonna leave my shoulder out.
Go ahead, BT.
I got a little tan.
It's funny watching like as stand-ups, because if I'm always goddamn Tacarra.
I'm trying not to fall asleep again.
I can see shit else.
I'm getting sleepy. I don't want to fall asleep again. I'm gonna sit on the couch.
Bad bitch that time.
I ain't want to hear that. I'm on East Coast time, Tacarra. I don't want to hear that.
I'm sorry.
I don't want to hear that.
I fell asleep on a live a couple of weeks ago. It was terrible, and they was talking shit.
Nigga,
I had to go back and watch it.
Right, she was asleep like this though.
Oh, you was on there. You saw her.
You got comfortable with your hands and everything.
You was super. It was the most beautiful sleep you ever seen in your life, nigga.
Hey, Tacarra, do you ever go to put on the thong and then realize you already got one on? Is that how big?
Yes.
What is that in? Wait a minute.
Hey,
real quick
before we be like, God damn, I was trying to tell you shit. You didn't take a shower. I'm sorry.
Before we go any further, man. First of all, I want to thank everybody for tuning in, man. I appreciate y'all.
Oh snap!
I'm gonna try to keep this going Monday through Thursday, so 4 nights a week. It's gonna be kind of like a late night show, or invite my friends on and comics that I just think that you guys should know. But also, man, like all of these comics are road comics. Everybody on here is on the road. I didn't see Arvin for like damn near 6 months because he literally.
I still haven't seen Arvin.
Same thing with BT. He toured for years. The Don DC Curry in his own tour. Tacarra did her thing for years. Ryan Davis is touring by himself. Jovan was in New York for the past couple of years. You toured by yourself too. You had your tour.
I did, not no more.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
None of us do. None of us do.
The point I'm trying to make is all of us are road comics, and we only make our money on the road for the most part. So if you guys had a good time, if you want to donate to everybody,
thank you.
Cash apps are in the screens. They will greatly appreciate.
Thank you, Brandon and Jarrell. I knew my Wi-Fi was gonna kick in at some point. I knew the Wi-Fi was gonna start working.
Being as great as you are sick. That's what I got.
Thanks, Brandon.
Thank you, Latia.
Thank you, Jordan.
Rocco,
Adrian.
CP.
Mr. Luke Booty, thanks you.
Yeah, that was sweet.
Hey, CP.
I appreciate you guys.
I get jealous of CP because being black and being from the hood, like I don't know how to mash the two worlds together. Like I like my humor to be smart. His humor is brilliant and it's authentically nigga at the same time.
I gotta do my spot.
I don't know how he's marrying the two together. I can't figure it out for the life of me. And it keeps working. This nigga is authentically
who we talking about?
Straight nigga. It is authentic.
CP.
He's the smartest nigga in the room at the same fucking time.
And it's really
like, how?
But right, this nigga's brain ain't right, dog. The nigga said a nigga was a retired crow. Nigga, what's wrong with this nigga, dog?
No,
retired crow.
Wait, Jovan, this nigga got a joke.
And I had nothing. He said that shit and I had nothing.
Nigga, who would have something for
I'm
that?
like, I want to say something.
Nigga, this nigga got a joke about the niggas getting robbed, but you don't get robbed as long as you wash your ass. Nigga, I was like, where, nigga?
Yeah. That's a part of that same joke. Yeah, that's a part of the same.
I was like, dog, where did this come? Where did the logic come from? This nigga brain was different.
You left field, dog.
Where did the logic come from?
Because everybody got their. That's what I was saying earlier. Like, I love watching other comics because I love seeing their gifts, whether I have them or not. I could just appreciate them. Like I can appreciate the things Arvin could do with his voice and the contortion and the fucking delivery. I can appreciate Tacarra's storytelling. I can appreciate Ryan's logic. I can appreciate Jovan's confidence and Dave's swag on stage. Just like so many things. When I first met Tahir, I was like, Tahir I said, nigga, you have like quotables like in your conversation. Like we ain't on stage and we just talking. I'm like, your voice is very distinct to you. It's like you talking to Tahir, and it's like, oh yeah, nigga, like let me make sure I'm talking to my nigga, but this nigga said some shit that I didn't understand because he live a Aston Martin like life. It's like, nah, nigga, something if you put the album on, don't dust it off. That's how you get the crackling with the wait.
Yo, shout out to the nigga Eric who just sent me a cash app and said for my nigga Bernie Mac and Cheese. Thank you and fuck you. Thank you and fuck you at the same time. That was funny, nigga. That was funny.
Let me ask y'all this. Hey, Tahir.
What's up?
I want to ask this. What's one comic that's like you consider like your peer? Not like, okay, I would say like Corey Holcomb and them, I would say like a definitely veterans to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been doing it with like 15, 16 years now. But like a comic that I would say that's a peer of mine that I was like when I first saw him, I'm like, dude, what the like this dude is fucking funny. What's the comic that did that for you? I'm saying I got two in mind, but I'm saying what for you?
I got two. My first one would be Arvin.
Okay.
Thank you, bro.
The first time I saw Arvin blew my fucking mind. and he has been consistently one of my favorite comics ever. Like I put him up there, and my favorites outside of the greats, the Chris Rocks, the
exclude them.
Yeah, all of them. My favorites would
fuck them niggas. We'll bust their ass.
Easy.
Epps, Jeff Dunham.
I love y'all.
I had just given my top 5. Well, we put the greats in our top 5 and shit, but Patrice O'Neal, like those are some of my favorites, right? Up there, and the other person would be Tony Baker. The way Tony Baker,
funny.
It's the same as it's. I don't know. Actually, Tony is not like anybody else. The way he takes something so simple.
That's why I hate Tony. I hate Tony.
He has a joke about why cats are better than dogs, and it's like
he has jokes about what?
How cats are better than dogs.
Oh yeah.
Another joke about bees and hornets and wasps, and that joke is like 6 minutes long, and it's like the most funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. And it's like
detail
like that.
He funny as fuck.
Tony
man.
Baker. I hate Tony Baker's guts. I do. Because
why, Ryan?
So listen, I work so hard to come up with material, and it feels like it's so easy for him. It looks like it's so
BT, what are you doing?
Effortless. Tony Baker was like, if a fly lands on something, you got to throw it away. I don't trust flies. You see the shit it be doing when it lands? What's all this shit right here? What is this, nigga? I was laughing. So who pays attention to what the fuck a fly is doing when it lands? And then I can't unsee it.
Here go the thing, though. We all pay attention to that, and that's why we all know it's funny.
Yeah.
You understand? But for him to say it, and just take it to the next level.
It's voices. You know what's funny to me with Tony? That Tony be singing.
Man,
you ever watch his videos when he be singing?
I'm gonna tell y'all two guys. When I first started, like I'm gonna say this, man. The first year I started, well, I don't say the second year I started. I remember, dude, because we did Comic View. I did Comic View, and I remember I saw LeVar Walker, dog. I know y'all know LeVar.
Yeah.
Man, when I saw I said, man, what in the hell? Like, and then look, here's the thing. I saw LeVar. Lil Rel was hosting because I did Jamie Foxx's Laugh-A-Palooza one year. Lil Rel was hosting. I was like, man, who is this? This nigga young like me.
Yeah, Lil Rel funny as fuck.
And LeVar, and then I saw after that, I knew K-Dub was. But I'm gonna say them three. I say, man, and Malik S too. Malik S.
Yeah, Malik.
Dude, them, hey, when I saw them, I say, man, I got to step it up a little bit. I feel like I was funny, but I was like, man, these niggas is funny.
Now for me, I don't feel like I'm that funny because
hilarious ass up.
I'm not trying to be the funny. You know what I mean? Like, you see how funny Arvin is, man. You see how funny CP is. Like, I don't have that. There's nothing I can do to have that. Them niggas is gonna be funny. No matter what the subject is, no matter what the situation is, I don't think to slap a homeless man on the ass while he fucking. That's a different type of nigga. That's a different type of nigga. You know what I'm saying?
His brain somewhere else.
Your brain somewhere else. Like, so when I see something like that, I can't connect with it like that. I see the funniest niggas in the world, like Tony Roberts, and I can't connect with it. I just go, that's the funniest shit. I can't understand it. But on the cerebral level, I'll look at certain people and I'm like, man, the way they put shit together is outstanding.
Right.
And my peers that do that, CP is like that, and Sam J is like that. I'll listen to her and I'm like,
Sam J, I'm gonna check her out.
Oh, she's
Sam J is a gay female that doesn't play the, like, everything you think you know about being gay, she don't talk about none of that. She talks about what it is to be the masculine one in a gay relationship, and for her girl to be looking at her like she a nigga, and she have to remind her all the time that she a girl.
Funny.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, that's funny.
She said we were going to the airport. I packed my 2 bags. I see this bitch packing 3 bags. He was like, oh, this bitch must be strong today. because she only got 2 arms. So I don't know. I don't know who the fuck's supposed to get that third bag. And it's some shit I would have never done that nobody talks about ever. She talks about like her straight days. She is stud, and she was like, "Nah, I used to like suck mad dick, and I was terrible." And I was like, "This is probably not my shit. This is not my shit at all."
And be like that sometimes.
I like Indies, not Audi.
Yeah, and then she was like, her man at the time was like, "Sam, I love you to death. I don't want no other woman but you." And she was like, "Maybe this nigga gay, because I'm looking in the mirror and I don't even want me forever." You know what I mean? I don't know.
Who is this?
Sam J out of Boston. She got a Netflix special about to drop. She writes for SNL. She writes for Kenan Thompson show that's about to come out. Like she's really dope, man.
I gotta check her out.
Yeah, I just love when I hear something. I'm like, they're taking me to a place I would have never do. And people who are super funny do that, but they do it in a way that I can't relate to. I don't know what it's like.
This nigga CP over here living for these backgrounds.
I don't know what it's like to be funny, but I know what it's like to be deep in thought. And when them niggas get there, I be like, damn, what? How in the world did they get there? CP has a bit about what if women wasn't born with their vaginas? What if they had to get it?
Had to get it, yeah.
For like sweet 16. Nigga, what? Where did you?
Left field. You're like, who would think of it?
In the weight, and then when you hear the bit, it's so beautifully put together. It's put together with so
that
many
it make you
things
think.
to relate to. Yeah, it make you think,
I remember Carlin did a joke like that about like when females die, what they do with their vaginas and stuff. Like, man, that's good stuff going to waste. And I was like, man, and he milked it. Like Jim Gaffigan. Jim Gaffigan can stay in the bed for 15 minutes.
Ooh,
you know what I mean?
Beast.
And yeah, but I'm sorry, Ryan, were you done?
Yes.
The comic that did it for me, it was more than one. It was man, when I first saw JB Smoove, dude, when I saw JB Smoove tear a club down, my cousin went to New York with me, and we went to this comedy, I think it was Caroline's, and she got so mad at JB because he stayed on stage so long. She was like, I'm going back to the hotel. You ready? I was like, you can leave. I'm not leaving here until he's done. Like, JB stayed on stage so long, man. It was hilarious.
You know
it was him. Hell yeah, JB Smoove. JB Smoove, Lavelle Crawford. Lavelle Crawford went on my mother. He went off on my mama so bad, dog. I got dizzy and almost passed out. I slid out the chair because he talked about my mother so bad. It was the funniest thing I ever seen. And here's the thing. He never called out of her name one time. And he did it, and he didn't even know me. Like, I was like, if this dude disrespect my mom, I'm gonna have to tear the club up. But I ain't even know Lavelle knew Taekwondo. I wouldn't even, I would have got the business, right?
Lavelle know Taekwondo?
Man, Lavelle knew a lot of stuff, dog. For him to be a big dude, like, you don't, like when he had to be for Tony Rock, I was like, leave it alone. But anyway, my mother, wait, hold on. Lavelle was hosting a comedy night at Sanford's. It's a hole in the wall comedy club. I went down there, I had just started doing stand-up. They put me in the lineup like on the Apollo. I was like third or fourth. Everybody clapped for me. Everybody clapped for everybody else. But my mom came. And my mom clapped for me. Say I was third in line. They got down to the last dude who was number 5. He wasn't a comedian. He played a saxophone or a clarinet. My mother stood up and clapped for him. Feel me? My mama gave this dude a standing ovation, and it hurt me to my core. And Lavelle was hosting, and he looked at my mama. He said, "Ain't that your son?" She said, "Yeah." He said, "So you his mama?" She said, "Yeah." He said, "What kind of mother are you?" He did 20 minutes on my mama, B. I'm talking about, dog, I promise you I was dizzy. And my mama didn't speak to me for 2 weeks, and it was worth it. It was. So this was my top 2, JB Smoove, Lavelle Crawford, man. And I don't know if y'all ever heard of T-Rex.
Yeah, I know Rex. Yeah.
I saw T-Rex. You stupid. I saw T-Rex in his earlier days, man. T-Rex, he was a monster. But
that's what I love when you know you love a comic when he make you say what I think it was CP. One of y'all said it make you go to work. It make you rethink your own stuff. Like I need to get back in the lab. Not just that he was so funny. Like I'm not being creative enough. The stuff you even say just Joan and CP is like, yeah, I got work to do. Like I mean,
I feel that way.
But you know what?
I see Baron Vine on stage.
Go ahead, Dave.
Say it again.
I said I feel like that whenever I see Baron Vine on stage. I feel like
that broomstick
cats. I'm just like one of them like smart.
Who you said, Dave?
Baron Vine.
Darren Vine. Okay.
Yeah, one of them cats who like CP has like very smart shit, but also very good act out. So you have like the very good premises, the smart shit, but you also know how to just do like just dope energy, and it's not so much like it's cerebral, but it's just kind of like you in the moment, and they have all of that shit going on right now. So
yeah, CP can personify anything. That also pisses me off. Like no matter what the joke is, he can turn it into a person that you understand. We all sitting here like, what the fuck is a crow or that whatever, and then he gave it a voice, he gave it a job, he gave it an attitude. He gave it a complaint. I'm like, nigga, it's not a real thing. How did you have a backstory for something that's not real?
Because in my mind, everything boils down to a few core principles. And if you feel like that, then everything, if you humanize it, is all out for the same thing. Okay, look at BT. Everybody look at BT Square. Don't you feel like a TV dinner in the microwave looking at this nigga right now? Like,
Durag box.
He all right, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you got to beat around. You know what I'm saying? Like this square to me, I feel like I'm a meal. Like in his microwave, looking at this nigga like this nigga just turned the PlayStation on, took his body magic off, and he about to eat some fucking Hungry Man fried chicken and mashed potatoes and corn. That's just what I see. And so I think
this is what I see.
For me, though, it's like
this is what I see.
It's like visual triggers that allow you to see the picture that I'm painting.
There,
you know what I'm saying?
You know that's not normal, though, right? You know
that's not normal, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we're not normal, though. We are not normal people.
That's right.
And that's a gift.
That's true. We're not normal. Ryan is diabetic.
That's true. That's not fun.
Wait, so two that I saw randomly. And
me too.
First of all, let me touch the JB thing, nigga.
You too. What?
I the two comics. So when I toured with DC, what I learned was a consummate professional. No matter the situation, no matter the world, he is the nigga. Out of 6 shows, he getting normally 4 standing up. So it's like it was totally different than the first time I saw JB, because I was arguing with niggas about how funny he was, because we was having a debate on who was better, him or Tony Rock, and I was like, nigga, I mean not Tony Roberts, and I was like, nigga, what are we talking about, right? I was like, it's not even close. But I ain't ever seen JB live, and nigga, the first time I seen JB live, I saw it was about 250 people, and the nigga only did 7 jokes in like an hour and a half, because he had this long ass commitment and these long ass act outs, and the nigga was doing the bits and niggas was on the floor, not laughing, nigga. They were literally on the ground. I know, because I was on the ground. And mid-laugh, I was like, why the fuck am I out of my chair, nigga, on the ground? And I looked under the seats and it was hella niggas under the ground. And I looked over the chairs and it was like maybe 20% of the crowd was still sitting in their seats just like laughing. I was like, oh no, I'm doing something different. I don't know what I'm doing in comedy, but it's something different. As far as like my peers go, I remember Nate did fucking All Deaf one time, and they put him up first, and he was like irritated about it. It was like one of the Wednesday nights. He was like, "Nigga, why am I going first?" I was like, "Nigga, go fuck the show up, nigga. Like,
go ham, nigga."
Yeah, it is what it is. And when Nate's in a pocket, like it's just like the energy, like because I lost to this nigga in a competition, so I knew the big energy was going. It was like, niggas, that is we did we shot what we shot. Like, and the nigga, like, it was like the fucking destroy. And then nigga, somebody brought up Freedom the other day, and like, I mean, Freedom, like when we was in the conversation just about like doing something. So, nigga, and I'll just tell the short version of the story, nigga. Clay was just kind of going through it, nigga. He was just like, it was like financially, the nigga was just like kind of going through it, and I was up a little bit, so I hit him, and I was like, yo, listen, nigga, I got like, it was like $200 or something like that, and the nigga just like kind of, I could hear him smirking through the phone. He was like, nah, man, I appreciate it, but no. So I literally see this nigga 12 minutes later, nigga, at the what's name? I walk in, he was like, nigga, you just reminded me. He goes on stage and does 35 minutes about, he said, nigga, you ever have a nigga offer you some money that he's like, nigga, I wish I had $200 problem. He's like, nigga, my problems are so high. And then I've seen him consistently like do sets that wasn't a set, nigga. I'm like, this nigga's ripping this fucking room. And I know we just talked about this. I know this ain't the set, nigga. It's like, you just off on some other shit that ain't structured, nigga. It's like everybody, and that's not something I can do. So like when I'm watching everybody's gifts, I'm like, oh shit, this nigga Ryan has broken down this complex thing and then related it to this to make you understand. And then it, ta-da! It's like, every time I see it, it's like a super nuance, man.
Ever since you turned on that goddamn light, you been acting like you from Paris or some shit with your story.
No,
and you talking about, you know, he told a story. Nigga, you ain't had to crawl on the floor. Nigga, I was on the floor. I didn't know why.
Nigga, I was on the floor, bro. I'm not.
You ain't had to get on the floor.
I didn't have to, but I was laughing so hard. Literally, nigga, I was laying on the ground and I looked and said, "Why the fuck?"
So this comic is some kind of magician that's taking niggas' wallets when they get on the ground.
Nate Jackson has a similar story.
Laugh these niggas out there, huh?
Nate Jackson has a similar story. He said he went to see Tony Roberts. Said he started running in place. He was laughing and just started like running in place.
JB Small.
He don't know where the energy was coming from. He was just. The show was so funny and it was so much energy in the room.
CP, not JB now.
Laughing. You get in the car and be like, what'd he say?
Yeah.
Damn, that nigga. He was like, everybody, you be like, nigga, I'd be like, man, I don't know what the fuck this nigga said. You ever fart? You're like, yeah, I know that's cancer.
Right. Yeah. CP, not JB now. Yeah. That's rich. I'm talking about JB on the grind, trying to still make it.
It's a difference.
Different, bro.
It's a difference. It kind of make you not want to make it.
Shout out to 7 jokes and Latia for the cash app. Thank y'all.
Real quick, before we get out of here, because I was planning on ending at 11. I wanted to just a minute. I think Jovan still needs to go and Tacarra needs to go. But real quick, before we do that, BT, I know you're about to get out of here, so give everybody your Instagram handle because I know you're about to mute us.
Most importantly, you guys, please.
The teeth are in.
I can't talk with the motherfuckers in. Most importantly, go watch Wording is Hard. That's by far all this shit that's on my page.
Episode,
yeah, watch Wording is Hard on Tahir's page right now. Nigga, I love that fucking shit. Watch my episode. The shit's fantastic. Watch the Cars episode. Watch all the Wording is Hard. BT Kingsley on everything. On most importantly YouTube and Twitch right now. We going to IG. I'm gonna do this Vincent Dracula Jones. We do it for what?
Yes, I'm on my way.
Yes,
R&B I'm on the way. Yeah, I'm about to roll over there.
Okay, cool, BT. Appreciate it. All right, so Jovan, I want to get your two and Tacarra,
my two what?
Your two comments. Or your comment that you consider.
I gave mine. Remember I said
that I consider a what?
I got one too.
Appear that you thoroughly enjoy watching.
Oh, okay. Is it my go now?
Yeah.
Okay, I absolutely love Just Niche. I
Chicago
love Just Niche. She talk about abortion pills. Like I don't even. She said, do they make abortion pills for big bitches like me, or should I just take 2? Because I don't want to fuck up. It is the most funny, you know, and I've been there. I thought about it. She said morning after pills. She said
BBW, nigga, my heart stopped.
Wow.
Plan BBW, nigga.
Yes.
My heart stopped.
She had another joke about her homeboy asking if he could borrow her food stamp card. And then he got into an accident, and she went to go check on him, and she was like, "Oh man, this is crazy. Can anybody know where his wallet is? Because my fucking food stamp card is in there, and I got to go." Funny. Just Nisha's always just funny to me. She's always funny. If I had to pick another comic, other than everybody in this room, I would go with. There's so many underrated. It would probably be, I don't know, Tony Baker is probably one of my number one comics right now. Simply because he talks about anything. Simply because he talks about
I saw him flip a room about cereal.
Thing.
Yeah. Cereal is, that's one of my favorite bits from him too.
Man, I'm talking about niggas, the walls.
And Keon is fucking hilarious.
Holy?
Yes. When he not on here drunk wearing Batman costumes, or he not on here high, halfway asleep, Keon is hilarious. Those are,
you say
yeah,
Keon.
Keon Coley.
Is he related to Clint Coley?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Dave, let me get you. I know you had said Byron Davis or somebody.
I got one person.
Go ahead.
From St. Louis, Vincent Bryant.
Oh,
yeah, Vincent Bryant fire.
Yeah.
That nigga is. I'm from Chicago, and I saw this dude in Chicago for like 2 or 3 years.
I gotta go. My girlfriend's acting like she lost her fucking mind.
Okay. Back to Carl. But Vincent Bryant.
I'm gonna stay for 5 more minutes.
Vincent Bryant to me is the rawest, most sincere version of myself that I could have been if I was 10 years younger and 50 pounds thinner. And
don't do that.
Like,
it's 40 pounds, not 50. 40.
Okay, 50. Let's meet in the middle. But I feel like Vincent has that mind, that pen where I'm just like, you got it, bro. And you're gonna figure it out, but that's my guy.
Aww. And Oopsie too, Leonard.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, that's my
Leonard, funny as fuck.
Yeah. Hey, not to take nobody off.
Absolutely.
But
you know that freedom that I was talking about with Tahir, them two, Vince and fucking Leonard, so free on stage. Obviously jealous. Bro. Man, I wish.
Vincent and Leonard, they don't give a fuck, and that's comedy, bro. Like that's it.
True.
I gotta get them on the show. So Jovan, is on you. You last up.
No, what I'm saying, I went and I said Arvin, K-Dub, I said Lil Real, but to tag on to what Dave said, man, like with Vince, dude, I don't, with St. Louis, to hear St. Louis, so like to hear Arvin, me, we all came up in St. Louis as far as on the comedy scene, man, and like traveling to Chicago and messing with jokes and those, and shout out to Mary Lindsay, man, for just like
the godmother, bro.
Bro, when I tell you, like Mary, like wanted to do jokes and notes, you knew you had to come with it. And like, I mean, I always was confident in myself as far as being funny, but like, dude, I respect Mary so much, man. I really wish jokes and notes was still around. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say this with Vince. You mentioned Vince. You mentioned Leonard Oops. I'm gonna mention like 2 more comics, man. Reggie Edwards. Also St. Louis, and also and see, I think Chicago to me has a lot of the best comics. There's super hot right now.
Say more. Huh?
I'm gonna say this: the Midwest in general, we got a lot of talent here. But I always give a shout out to Nathan Orton, like you said, Vincent Bryant, and also like you said, Reggie Edwards. But yeah, out of them 4, like, dude, I respect comedy so much, man. And like, I'm glad you mentioned Vince, because like Vince kind of, I ain't gonna say he started at my room, but I was one of the people that, like, in St. Louis, I had a room and Vince kind of did it. He represented, he rocked. I always knew he was gonna be great, dog. And this right now, what we seeing is just the surface of what Vince is gonna get to. I'm glad you brought him up, dog.
He's
Vince,
like 28. He's 28 years old, dog. It's that.
I remember when he first came out to LA when he was just visiting, and he hit me up to do the room. And first person I called, anybody that is from St. Louis, if they say they're a comic, I always call Jovan first. I called Jovan first. I was like, yo, what's up with this little nigga, man? He's out, and literally without hesitation, like, oh, he nice. That nigga nice. And the way he said it with so much sincerity in his voice, I was like, say no more. That's all.
Yeah,
literally
that's all
all
you need.
If somebody that I respect, their pen game, their professionalism, and what they bring to the game, if they vouch for you, say no more. Because I know Jovan, he'll give it to me. He's like, oh no, he cool, but you know, he got a little work to do. He gonna give it to me.
Yeah.
So I will always call Jovan and everybody in there. If somebody say they're from New York, I'm calling Tacarra. They say they're from Shy. I'm calling Dave immediately. They from anywhere in the Carolinas. I'm calling Ryan because I know he knows anybody in that area. And if he's from Detroit or Flint or Grand Rapids, you best believe I'm calling CP. Like I got a fact check. I gotta get, like, somebody gotta know you. If the people from that city or that region who are the staples, like everybody in this chat, don't know you. Dave been doing his show. How long you been doing Dope Ass Comedy Show, Dave?
4 years.
So if you don't know Dave and Dave don't know you, then you probably ain't ready for my room.
You ain't serious. Yeah, you ain't.
Loose booty in this bitch.
Yeah.
Can't stand y'all. I really
my
can't.
first time meeting Vincent Bryant, I had a show in Indianapolis. My man Ike set it up, and I was like, yo, I got a feature or what. I usually bring my feature. He was like, nah, I got this cat I want you to meet. I'm putting him on your show. You don't need a feature. I got you. I was like, all right, this young dude or whatever. It was Vincent Bryant. And I never seen him, never heard of him. Miss Pat came to the show and in Indianapolis, and I was like, okay. And
so we can agree. We can agree on this nigga. Like, yes.
Yeah, so he went up. We were in the back. I was talking to him a little bit. He was reserved, wasn't really saying nothing. I was like, all right, you know what I mean? You know, maybe nervous, I don't know. This nigga get on stage and immediately let me see that I wasn't writing good enough. I wasn't in my bits the way I supposed to be. Because this is like 24, 25 at the time. And I mean, he does the bit about his father and cigarettes and just the full circle of that joke. And to be able to come up with something like that, and the act outs were perfect all the way through. And it was just like, I was like, I'm not working. I'm not.
Hey, Ryan. It's a joke about him having a girlfriend. It's an abortion joke. This is the darkest joke possible. And it's the funniest shit, where he sees a picture of his baby on an ultrasound, and then the doctor was like, it's like a little soybean. And he was like, wait, can you turn it into hummus?
Yep.
Wow.
Can you kill the baby?
Wow. He said the baby, the fetus was the size of a chickpea. He was like, we're gonna turn this little nigga into hummus.
I'm sorry, you're right. I fucked that up. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna turn this little nigga into hummus.
Look at BT. Look at BT and tell me you don't feel like a bag of popcorn right now. Look at this nigga like this nigga feels
up.
Well, listen, man. Thank everybody for tuning in, man. It's been another episode of Zooming with the Homies. We're gonna try to cut this down to like 2 hours, so I don't hold people all day. But I appreciate each and every last one of y'all tuning in, man, and giving y'all unfiltered opinions. I appreciate everybody that donated to all of.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
Chantel, TC, Latia, Dave, Crystal, Brandon, Crystal, Sojourner, all of you guys, man. I appreciate you guys so much. Like I said, we're gonna try to do this Monday.
Chastity Hudson, Eric, Latia, go ahead.
I appreciate all y'all, man. Real quick before we get out of here, I know they probably know it already, but can everybody go through real quick and give their Instagram handles and where everybody can find you, or websites or anything like that? We'll start with Ryan, then Arvin, Tacarra, Dave, and Jovan and CP.
Ryan Davis Comedy on Instagram, Twitter, whatever. Ryan Davis on Facebook, With All Due Offense on YouTube. And there's different content on all of them. Don't share the same content. So whichever one you like to be on the most, that's where you find me. Thank you guys for being dope. Thank you for having me to here. I'm out of here, man. It's 2:30 in the morning, bro. I'm out of here.
You made it.
Hey, boy.
My this Arvin. My Instagram is Arvin Comedian, and I got a comedy special, a clean comedy special on YouTube called Circus Purpose. And and you can download the BYU TV app and watch me in the Clean Sketch Comedy Show. It's called Studio C. That's it.
Appreciate it. Tacarra.
Right. What's up? It's your girl, Tacarra Williams here on all social media platforms. It is going to be Tacarra Williams. I have 30 minutes out right now on YouTube. I have a half an hour special on Comedy Central with Kevin Hart. But if you're not into that, just go to my Instagram. Hang out with me on Instagram.
What's the Instagram handle?
Tacarra Williams. Everything is Tacarra Williams.
Everything.
Everything across the board. Thank you, Tahir, for having me. And for everybody who sent money to my Cash App, I appreciate you. I'm gonna buy some sangria in the morning.
That's right.
Dave Helem, let's get him, bro.
I'm outside.
Yo, everything is Dave Helem. Dave Helem. Check me out. Please follow A Dope Comedy Show. Once again, it's A Dope Comedy Show on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. We are live here in the internet once a week. We're not doing it tomorrow because I'm stressed out, nigga. I'm tired. My grandma got COVID. I just found that out a couple days ago. So I've been going through a lot of stuff. But I appreciate y'all, and I will see y'all on the flip side. And I just filmed my episode before all this shit went down for Raven's Home for Disney Channel. So whenever we come back, be on the lookout for my episode of Raven's Home called Different Strikes, which I wrote on Disney Channel. Son.
Dave, my kids still talk about that, bro. Dave got me and my kids into Raven's Home, bruh. VIP treated us, bruh. Dave, you one of the realest niggas out, dog. And your grandma in my prayers, bruh. Hit my line, bruh, if you need to talk, because I said, I just went through everything. Hit me.
Likewise. Hey, prayers, Dave, to your grandmama, dog. Prayers.
Yeah.
Man.
Likewise.
Thank you, bro.
All right, Jovan.
Okay, yeah, you can follow me on Instagram or Twitter at Jovan Bibbs. That's Jovan. Last name is Bibbs. It's B as in Brian. You gotta do this. Like, this is my telemarketer spiel when I was working at AT&T. B as in Brian. B as in Brian. B as in Brian. S as in Sam. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter. And and my godfather actually just passed away of COVID. He passed day before yesterday, man. So like I said, we everybody's going through it, man. Just take it seriously, man. And my prayers to everybody that's going through it right now, man, because it's real. But everybody stay strong, and my prayers to everybody. But yeah, I'm Jovan Bibbs. Follow me, and thanks to her, man. Appreciate you, brother.
And CP, let's close out.
Yeah, man. Everything I do is at Comedian CP. So like you see my Cash App, you see Instagram, Comedian CP, Twitter, Comedian CP. I did just start a Twitch, Comedian CP. And that's it. To hear this is dope as fuck. To piggyback off of what Dave and Jovan said, just about the whole COVID shit. Like I said, my granddad died on April 16th.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? So, it's
like COVID?
Yeah. Yep, of COVID on the ventilator and everything.
Damn.
So, it is very real, but we have to this is like the perfect time to kind of push all the bullshit aside and get a reset with everybody and all the shit that's going on. It's a great time to come together, man, and really do some beautiful shit. This call positive, what I'm saying? All of, even though the fans is watching and everybody benefited from it, we all benefited from it as well in some kind of way. Just, man, these laughs, bro. I had some of the best laughs in the last 2 hours, my niggas. I can't even tell y'all, dog. So appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate everybody who sent the cash. I didn't make sure I got any of the last people. I said Brian, I said Chastity again. Yeah. I appreciate everybody, man. Yeah, bro. I'm out, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all.
Appreciate it. Bro. And shout out to all y'all, man. Everybody on here is still creating content. Everybody is still pushing through, even with the losses that they're going through, man. TP, my condolences and prayers to you and your family. Same thing with you, Dave. My prayers are with your family, man, and hold everybody up, bro.
Jovan too. Jovan lost his granddad 2 days ago.
My prayers and condolences to your family, man. And to anybody that's watching right now, we're going to make it through this thing.
Hey, man, we need this right now, Tahir. We need this shit. Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, man, I appreciate it, man. I'm glad to be able to create a platform and continue to share fun times with my friend, even in the midst of all of this. So thank y'all so much, man. We'll see you tomorrow, Thursday night, 9:00 p.m. to 11:00 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Make sure you follow me on everything to hear more. Subscribe while you're on the channel right now. Go ahead and subscribe and catch up. It's hard. And
Instagram, fuck with us.
Yeah, and this Friday we'll be doing another episode of the Best Silent Listening Party. We'll let you know tomorrow what album we're gonna listen to it, download it, and then come on Friday. It's gonna probably be Tony, me, and Josh this Friday. So appreciate everybody, man. Y'all be easy, be safe, get some rest. Peace. All right, fellas.
All right, bro. All right. Yeah.